we should be live. I tried really, really hard to make sure that everything was running properly before I started. So I hope everything's working okay. Hello, everybody. Let's make
Dear
sure.
George, so much for my Wisconsin ski vacation. I arrived here at Wickford
Yeah, I think the sound should be good too. I hope. As long as everything looks good and sounds good, I'm happy. Hello, everybody. Did y'all have a good weekend? Are we ready for Nancy Drew? Because personally, I'm very excited. Now, some of these I know when I last played them because Steam will have that last played date. This one, apparently I last played in December of 2021. So this one I've played more recently. Like, I know a lot more of the puzzles in this one than I do in some of the others we've done recently. So, let's just dive right in, shall we?
Hi there, it's me, Nancy Drew. You're just in time for my latest mystery, Treasure in the Royal Tower. Choose your difficulty level to start off. If you're new to adventure games, you might want to click the tutorial button first for a few tips on how to play the game.
See, I miss that, like, classic Nancy silhouette. Hey Brave, welcome back! Alright, we're going with Junior Detective because I don't care how many times I've played these and how much of an expert I am. I like being able to call my friends for help, and once they introduce the task list, it's a Junior Detective only thing, and I'm not playing without my task list. It's not happening. So, we're doing Junior Detective.
Dear George, so much for my Wisconsin ski vacation. I arrived here at Wickford Castle last night, just before a blizzard swept in. The mountain is completely shut down, and the surrounding roads are closed. I think I'm one of the few guests who made it to the castle at all. The place is huge and old, and slightly creepy under the circumstances. You should hear this wind. What's more, the owner, Christy Lane, my father's friend, is away on business. I tried to ask the caretaker, Dexter Egan, how I could contact her, but he said he didn't know. Doesn't that seem odd? I couldn't help feeling like there was something he wasn't telling me. All this makes me a little nervous, but I'm determined to enjoy myself. After all, this is a vacation, right? I have big plans to explore the castle. That Ezra Wickford, the original owner, must have been quite a character to have built such an extraordinary place. It's filled with strange, dead-end corridors, for one thing, and I noticed one of the towers is totally different from the other ones. Of course, I'll have to save some time to meet Jacques Brunet, the French ski instructor. Tell Bess she'll be the first to know if he's half as gorgeous in person as he looks on his website. So, George, I guess things never quite go according to plan, but at least this time, the culprit is just a snowstorm. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Now all I need is a mailbox.
Okay, first, the aesthetic of being snowed in a castle. Like, I feel so much happier and more calm already. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Pip. Glad you could make it. Pip says, I think I played this one 5,000 times, right? Honestly, it's one of the best for, like, replay value, I think. Mostly because of the aesthetic. Again, snowed in a castle. So yes, welcome, welcome, everybody. Ooh, okay, we're room 205. We gotta remember that. Well, I'm glad you were at least able to say hi. Ooh, locker 310. Oh, we can't take that with us, so I should probably write that down. Yes, the aesthetic is wonderful. This one makes me so happy. And yes, his goatee is very 2000s. It's a lot. Okay, so we are in room 205. I'm writing these things down so I don't get lost. And we have locker 310. Combination is 517. Okay. Let's see. Gotta love it. Yeah, I'm feeling this just immediate sense of peace.
Sounds like the radiator is broken.
I'll say. I love those windows too. Okay, so... Alright, this is where we can go to call our friends. We'll do a little exploring first. Alright, Wickford Castle menu. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Baby back ribs with creature of the night barbecue sauce. Fried bologna sandwich supreme on white bread. And if you pay an upcharge, you can get crushed potato chip sprinkles. Anchovy Heaven Caesar salad with eternity of garlic croutons. Hot diggity all you can eat fried chicken drumsticks. Something smoking chili cheese dog, and better than nothing broccoli surprise. Yeah, some restaurants, diners, and stuff will say that they offer American food. This is the most American food. Like, every single one of these, this is the most American food gets. Wow. The prices, though, the desserts were $4. Fried bologna sandwich on white bread with crushed potato chips. It's so perfect. Oh, I didn't know that, Pip. Yeah, the Midwestern vibes are strong. Crushed potato chips. It's not a fried bologna sandwich without the crushed potato chips. And why would you put bologna on anything other than white bread? Desserts, white cheddar ice cream log. That actually sounds kind of good. Something called chocolate mayhem. Odyssey to Banana Land. Key to Enlightenment lime pie and sugar crusted rhubarb jerky royale. All of those, like, the desserts sound a little bit sus, but yeah, also, this says it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. None of these is breakfasty. Are you gonna get a chili cheese dog for breakfast? Like, legitimately, are you going to have a chili cheese dog for breakfast? But yeah, this is American food. This is just iconic culturally. And yes, I'm already taking notes on how to turn this into a house flipper house. It says maybe breakfast is what's in the broccoli surprise. Surprise! It's eggs. Welcome to Wickford Castle. In 1920, Ezra Wickford, the inventor of chocolate milk, dreamed of building a castle like no other. The project took 7 years, 132 carpenters, and millions of dollars. By the time it was done, Wickford Castle had become an architectural marvel. Then in 1945, Wickford mysteriously locked himself away in the castle and allowed the place to fall into a state of decline. After Wickford's death, the castle was closed down for many years, its fate unknown, until it was finally inherited and reopened by his great-niece Christy Lane in 1990. Now it is one of the most popular vacation resorts in the Midwest. Oh my gosh. Pip says, can you imagine how messed up your stomach would be after eating this menu for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a week straight? The true horror. My gosh. Brave says that Wickford was the Wonka of his time. Yes! What to do while you're here? Lose yourself in the castle. That's what I always do. I have no sense of direction. The castle is a maze of corridors, and some of them lead nowhere. Sounds like my life choices. No one knows why Ezra included these dead ends in his castle design, but everyone agrees he must have had quite an imagination. Learn the story of the 18th century French tower. During his travels in France, Wickford became so enchanted with the Chateau Rochemont that he bought the castle's grand tower and had it built onto this castle in 1924. Few people have ever seen the inside of the tower because Mr. Wickford kept it sealed off. The tower is still closed, but in the coming months, Christy Lane plans to open it up to guests and offer guided tours. Miss Lane also plans to restore the vintage 1920s elevator to its original condition. Oh, we love a vintage elevator. There we go. Miss Lane is grateful to the Wisconsin Historical Foundation for their support in this project. Visit the library. Also while in France, Wickford acquired the majestic library and many of its contents from the estate of Jean Leboeuf. John of Beef? John the Beef? John the Beef. Beefy John. The room is filled with antique books, both French and English. It's worth a visit just to see Marcel Bonnet's famous portrait of Marie Antoinette, which was imported from the Chateau Rochemont. Outdoor attractions. We're located just at the foot of scenic Butter Ridge. Ah, Wisconsin. In the winter months, guests enjoy skiing on some of the best-groomed slopes in the Midwest. In the warmer months, guests love the hike to Butter Lovers Lake. The mountain fields are covered with the region's magnificent wildflowers. Look for lady slippers, skunk cabbage, black-eyed Susan's butterfly weed, devil's paintbrush, toad flax, and more. I've heard of all of those except toad flax. Is that a real thing? Is toad flax a thing? No matter how you spend your time at Wickford Castle, you're bound to have an adventure. It says these descriptions made me horrified of Wisconsin as a child when playing this. That's fair. Oh man. Rave says, vintage elevator. The flickering elevator will give you retinal scarring, and the length of the elevator ride will make you weak at the knees. Yes! That's the whole point. Though I have some kind of balance issues, so modern elevators also make me weak at the knees. I get so dizzy on elevators, the vertigo's awful. Luke says, I thought for sure you were about to say the mountain fields are covered with butter for a second. I mean, would we be surprised? Sassy detective. Sassy. Alright, fingerprinting 101. So, Roy looked it up. Yellow toad flax. Okay then. Badgum, there are some weird names for plants. Thank you so much for looking that up. It's really bothering me. Because the rest of them, I immediately recognized. But that one, not familiar at all. Okay. More buttons have been pressed, the lighter the fingerprint gets. We're good. We got this. I wonder if that's a private bathroom. That would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna guess bathroom. Okay, it was so good to see you! Have a great day. Okay, seriously, we're in a castle in a blizzard. Does it get any better? That stained glass and we know it's snowing on the other side? Come on. Okay, ready?
Dead end.
Seriously, the door opens to nowhere. Although, I have been in an old house where they had some old doors that opened to nothing, but specifically what they opened to is the space between the studs, inside the wall, and they would store paintings and stuff in there. Bust through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah! Gosh. Okay, there's the elevator. I love this little nook. I like a nook. Let's see. Just do a little bit of exploring upstairs. Okay, no lights. So we prefer to have lights.
I've hit the wall.
Okay, more dead ends. It is a really interesting place. It's just really easy for me, personally, to get lost in. Okay, one side had a green nook, the other has like a burgundy nook. Okay. That should be me right now, but it's not. I have writing deadlines. I'm way behind. Ah. This space is so interesting. And
This one goes nowhere.
stairs to nowhere. Okay. Let's head downstairs. See if we can find a place to mail our letter. Ah. We love a castle. It just vibes. Oh my gosh. I think as many paintings as they could come up with are of Marie Antoinette. Now I need to go back and look at the painting again.
Hello, Miss Drew. Did you get squared away upstairs?
All square. I just need a stamp to send this letter, and then I'll be off to explore the castle.
Well, I can take your letter, but the mail's not going anywhere for a while. It's snowing like there's no tomorrow out there. So explore all you want. Take the grand tour. But forget about the library. It's off limits.
Did he just say library? Like with only one R? Do you think it has library modals in it?
Off limits?
Someone vandalized our historic library. Really turned the place upside down. The owner, Miss Lane, she's gonna be pretty upset.
Anyone who would vandalize a library is an absolute monster.
Why would anyone want to vandalize the library?
I have no idea. I straightened up in there before check-in yesterday and everything was fine. Now it looks like a bomb went off. Books everywhere and somebody hacked a big hole in one of the walls. I locked the place up and called the police, but who knows when they'll be able to get here.
Right to jail. See, we have to get the bad guy now. I'm personally invested. They vandalized a library.
Wow, a hole in the wall? What do you think they were looking for?
I can't tell, but somebody's definitely after something.
How do you know?
Well, this Professor Hotchkiss just called me a terrible flap, saying our room's been robbed. I went up there, but she wouldn't open the door to talk about it. Wouldn't even tell me what was missing. So what she want me to do about it?
I love Professor Hotchkiss. I feel like I'm going to grow up to be a lot like her.
Sounds like you're swamped, Mr. Egan.
Yeah, we'll be
Is
helping.
there any way I can help?
Well, Hotchkiss has a pair of ski boots in the basement. The Frenchman's been working on them for her, but he won't deliver them. Says he's a ski instructor, not a bellhop. I hate to ask this, but if you could grab those boots and bring them up to her, it might smooth her feathers. Sure would smooth mine.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
I love how it immediately tells us just how much of a grumpy old man he is, that he refers to Jacques as the Frenchman. Okay. The Frenchman. So grump. Alright. Let's see if we can find him before he goes away. I usually miss him. Oh, come on. Let me through. But I've played this one a lot of times. Yep. And then 2 to 5. It's 1:15 now. Okay. Let me write this down. Ski rental office. Is open 9 to 12 and 2 to 5. Okay. Man. Seeing the prices on things is making me slightly depressed about inflation. Oh wow, poinsettia. Just a water machine? Okay. I like it. Can't go in the bathrooms. Again. There's just really a conspiracy to keep us out of the bathrooms. Brave says dings the desk bell twice. I will hop right to it. That's right, we can be the bellhop. I don't mind. Bellhops at least used to get tips. Do not underestimate a tip industry. 5, 1, 7.
The combination is 517, but it's not working.
Okay. Good. Back door.
Ugh, it's like the North Pole out there.
So aesthetic though. I love it. Ooh, there's a sauna. We can't go in the sauna, but there's a sauna. Wonder who Sammy and Mary are. Only one we can snoop at is Jacques, but we don't have his combination. Yeah, there's a sauna. Ha! It's 2 o'clock already? Okay, time goes
Bonjour,
fast.
mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Jacques Brunet. So, what brings you to beautiful Wisconsin?
Did he have to say that sarcastically? See, I really want to do the Bonjour, je m'appelle Nancy Drew. But this one's more informative. Let's try.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Nancy Drew. I'm here on vacation. What's your excuse?
My excuse?
I'm at like a 37-day streak in Duolingo. So, let's see.
Yeah, what brings a professional skier from France to Wisconsin? Why not Aspen or Lake Tahoe?
I am here for Isabelle, mon petit chou. She's an American studying at the university in Madison, and I've asked her to marry me. That is excuse enough to be in Wisconsin, n'est-ce pas? And besides, I am not the first French work of art to end up here.
He is very wide. Like, it's just me. He seems very wide.
Ah, so you came halfway across the world for love. That's a fine excuse. So, when's the wedding?
As soon as possible.
Why the rush?
Do not ask me about the affairs of my heart, Nancy, or I would think you are trying to steal it. But tell me, how will you spend your time here, Nancy?
Luke asks, did he just refer to himself as a work of art? Yes. Yes, he did. I am assuming he is referring exclusively to his finely trimmed goatee. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying really hard to keep my duo streak going, but if I want to actually learn this language, I do need to do more than just Duo. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Oh, I'm just going to wander around and become an expert on this castle.
I should warn you, Dexter is very protective of this place. He does not take kindly to people snooping around where they should not.
Snooping, you say? Snoop? As if I would snoop?
Don't worry, Jacques. The last thing I want to do is get myself grounded.
Ciao!
Hey, no, still need to talk to you.
Comment ça va?
Let's see.
I need to bring Professor Hotchkiss her boots. Do you have them?
Yes, I fixed her boots. But you should be relaxing by the fire, sipping cocoa, Nancy. Not running errands for Dexter.
Yeah, I'm not paying too much attention to the leagues, honestly. Like, I'm not as interested in the XP and the, like, the competitive aspects. I would just like to be able to make sentences by myself. But I need to do stuff outside of Duo for that. Luke is doing pretty well in the competitive leagues. I'm not so much. Let's see.
Dexter told me the combination to my locker, number 310, is 517. I tried it, but the locker won't open.
Dexter must be confused, because I think that is the combination for number 311. Try 311.
Interesting.
Tell me about these boxes you're making.
When I am not skiing, I need some other way to express myself. So voila! I make these hot boxes for keeping secrets safe. I'm sure you have many secrets, Nancy.
Do you know much about the tower that's closed off? I heard the original owner imported it from France.
It comes from the Chateau Rochemont in a town in France near where I grew up. Marie Antoinette used to visit this tower when she was Queen of France. Until she lost her head in the revolution, that is.
I'll talk to you later.
Ciao!
Like, I want an excuse to practice my French. J'étudie français avec toi, but not very seriously. Okay, so he said try 311. I think for story reasons, I want to come back to it though. We found the power supply. And
Hello there, Dead End. My name's Nancy Drew.
okay. Aw, thanks. I have this issue where French is not like my favorite language. It's not the one I'm the most motivated to learn, but also it's the one I pick up the easiest. And I just feel like I really need some sort of easy wins to boost my confidence before I get into something that's like too insanely difficult. So I owe a lot of it to my mom, who tried to teach me how to pronounce French words while I was learning like English as a toddler.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Did you hear what happened? Someone broke into the library and vandalized it. Dexter locked it up. He's saying the culprit must be one of us in the castle. Can you believe it?
Hi, Lisa. How much caffeine have you had today?
Why would it be one of us?
Apparently, the only guests who made it here before the blizzard set in are you, me, and Professor Hotchkiss. And then there's the on-staff suspects, Dexter, our friendly desk clerk, and Jacques Brunet, ski instructor extraordinaire.
Okay. Yeah, let's ask. Intravenous coffee. Probably.
Jacques Brunet?
Didn't you watch the last Winter Olympics? He's France's big cheese of skiing. He holds the record for the 500-meter slalom, but he totally choked at the games. I guess he's washed up now, but at least his looks haven't gone down the tubes.
This place sounds like a soap opera. I'll ask about Professor Hotchkiss.
So who's Professor Hotchkiss?
Oh my gosh, wait till you hear this. Hotchkiss is this nutty old woman who's always typing and talking to herself in her room. I was walking past her door earlier, and I heard her screaming that her room had been robbed.
Okay, nutty old woman who's always typing and talking to herself. Again, that's going to be me in a few years.
You said she's a professor. Do you know what she teaches?
I'm really not sure. She just kept wailing, "My theory, my theory." I think she teaches history, or maybe a foreign language. I thought I heard a couple of French words pop out of her mouth. But don't quote me on that either. I only barely passed Spanish in high school.
Habla español?
Hardly. I'm just a humble photojournalist covering weird old mansions in the Midwest, and this place is one of the weirdest. Did you know Ezra Wickford, the original owner, shut himself away in here for like 50 years?
That's actually really sad. That's a long time to not have friends. Also, photojournalist covering weird old mansions in the Midwest. How do I get that job? He says she reminds me of Peppermint Patty. Oh gosh.
I wonder why he was so antisocial.
Creepy, right? I mean,
Sad.
did we stumble onto the set of As the Castle Turns or what? Well, you probably want to get settled. I wonder what we're gonna do with ourselves while we're all cooped up in this place.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
See, she says he's creepy. I think it's sad. Oh. Right, she does have that kind of enthusiasm. We got major figures and events of the French Revolution. Marie Antoinette, born in Vienna, Austria on November 2nd, 1755, she is the youngest daughter of Francis I and Maria Theresa, Emperor and Empress of the Holy Roman Empire. Forgotten that. In 1770, as a young teenager, she was obliged to wed Louis the 16th of France to symbolize an alliance between the France and her parents' dynasty, the Habsburgs of Austria. 4 years later, Marie Antoinette became Queen of France when her husband was crowned King Louis. It's the 16th, right? Roy says we'll just drink coffee and talk to ourselves. I mean, that sounds like the perfect way to spend a blizzard. Sounds great to me. Hey, as queen, her lavish lifestyle made her unpopular. While the commoners stood in bread lines praying for food, they cursed the queen who was living so comfortably in her grand palace. The people's discontent grew and grew until a full-scale revolution broke out in 1789. In 1791, it looked like the monarchy would not survive, and Marie sought assistance from other European rulers. It was arranged for the king and queen to escape Paris on the night of June 20th, but the revolutionary forces apprehended the royal couple at Berlin on June 25th and escorted them back to Paris as prisoners. On August 10th, 1792, the monarchy was finally overthrown. Marie Antoinette spent the rest of her life in Parisian prisons. Louis XVI was executed on orders from the National Convention in January 1793, and in August, the Queen was put in solitary confinement in the Conciergerie. Marie Antoinette was brought before the Revolutionary Tribunal on October 14, 1793, and guillotined 2 days later. See next page. She was executed without proof of the crimes for which she was accused. The guillotine. It is uncertain who actually invented the guillotine, but we do know that it was named after Dr. Joseph Guillotin. He recommended its use to the National Assembly in France in 1789 as the most humane and efficient form of capital punishment. A guillotine similar to this one was used to behead thousands, including Marie Antoinette, during the French Revolution. So, when I was a kid, my mom let me watch the old, 1934 version of The Scarlet Pimpernel with her, and it was, my favorite movie, and honestly, it is still one of my favorite movies. It is so well made, great story. Read the book recently, really enjoyed that too. but it kind of kicked off me studying the French Revolution because it was kind of about the French Revolution as seen from the point of view of English nobility, who felt that as nobility who were in positions of power, they had a responsibility to take care of like the peasantry in their care, but they were seeing France completely break down, and basically the bad things on both sides, and it was very interesting. But while they say that the guillotine was supposed to be a humane form of execution, a lot of the executioners would lay the nobility that they were executing down face up so that they could see the blade coming for them. So even if you invent something specifically to make something humane, quote unquote, humans will find a way to make it worse. Oh, Roy looked up who invented the guillotine too. Intriguing. Because we are an edutainment stream. French surgeon and physiologist Antoine Louis, together with German engineer Tobias Schmidt. Interesting. Okay, Major Figures and Events Book 2, The Storming of the Bastille. Okay, I really want to say that we need to know what Bastille Day is for another puzzle in this. Hold up. Storming of the Bastille. I'm just gonna write it down just in case we need it. Benjamin says, I come back and y'all are talking about guillotines. Actually, we were talking about, basically about how the French Revolution had a lot of wrong done on both sides. And that while the guillotine was allegedly invented to try to make executions more humane, people found ways to make them worse. Because humans. July 14th, 1789. July 14th, 1789, an angry Parisian mob stormed and captured the old royal prison known as the Bastille. The mob was looking for weapons and ammunition. The governor was killed, the 7 inmates, none of them political prisoners, were freed. Okay, now I want to know what they were locked up for if they weren't political prisoners. Because if they set loose like 7 serial killers or something as a form of protest, that's a terrifying concept. After the prison was overthrown, its thick walls were torn down. When told what had taken place, King Louis 16th, right? I think it says 16. Exclaimed, "Why, this is a revolt." "No, sire," was the reply. "It is a revolution." And indeed, this first outbreak of violence marked the true beginning of the revolution. After July 14th, there was no going back. The mob who participated in the takeover later became known as Les Vainqueurs de la Bastille. Well, Jean Leboeuf. This is the guy. Okay. Still sounds scary to me, personally. So this is the guy whose library Wickford bought. Beefy John. Okay. Born to peasant farmer, Jean Leboeuf became one of the commanders of the French Revolutionary Army. At the age of 22, he is best known for foiling Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette's attempts to escape Paris in June 1791. After hearing rumors of their planned escape, Leboeuf organized troops to intercept the fleeing royal couple. Their king and queen were captured at Varennes and escorted back to Paris as prisoners. The monarchy was finally overthrown less than 14 months later. Both later became a general under Napoleon Bonaparte and a member of the new French aristocracy. He amassed great wealth and built a beautiful chateau that became known throughout the French upper class for its splendid library. Both died in the War of 1812. Ironically, the great general was not killed by enemy soldiers, but by food poisoning that resulted from eating a can of rancid beef. The chateau remained in his name until the 1920s, when his then impoverished family was forced to sell off his estate. Okay. See, this nook right here, I love this. I want to read in this. Oh, I could read the Scarlet Pimpernel in this. Oh, that would be glorious. Scarlet Pimpernel has one of the best openings of any book I've ever read.
Did Hotchkiss get her boots?
Not yet, Mr. Egan.
Okay.
That's a shame.
So, how long have you been working here?
A while.
A while.
I think there's something wrong with my radiator. It hisses, and there's a clanging noise too. Could you check it out for me?
Sorry about that inconvenience, but you're just gonna have to sit tight for a while. I'm the only one on duty while the owner's away. And around here it seems like even if it ain't broke, it still needs fixing. Last time I checked, there were only 24 hours in a day. Sorry, not yet.
Grumpy, overworked old man.
See ya,
vibe.
Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
I like him. Alright, let's see if we can find Hotchkiss's room. She was on this side, right? Follow the typing.
Yes, hello? Is that Jacques with my boots?
Actually, it's Nancy Drew. But I do have your boots for you.
Oh, good. Boots, fine. Thank you, thank you. Everything is fine. Just leave the boots at the door, please. Yeah. Oh, and it seems I'm out of change. I'll just have to tip you the next time, Mandy.
She is wearing neon chartreuse eyeshadow. Iconic. Let's...
No tip is necessary, Professor Hotchkiss. I don't actually work here. My name's Nancy Drew. I heard your room was robbed, and I'd like to find out what was taken so that Mr. Egan can report it.
Everything's under control, dear. Nothing to report. Thank you for my boots. My poor feet have been feeling so exposed.
Yep, she's colorful. Reminds me of some of my clients. And there went the boots. Okay. Well, we can tell Dexter that she has her boots back. Maybe he'll be happy enough with that that he'll actually fix our radiator.
Can I help you?
About my radiator, Mr. Egan. Do you think you'll be able to fix it anytime soon?
Sorry, not yet. Hotchkiss called to report that she got her boots. But now I'm told that the light is out in the back stairwell. Could you check the circuit breaker in the basement and make sure it's working?
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Okay. Check the circuit breaker at the basement. Try to turn that light on. Okay. So, we did find the circuit breaker. Alright, well, I guess we'll just try stuff and see what happens. I would think it would be one of the smaller ones, but I could be wrong.
It's too dark. I should take the elevator.
Uh-huh. We know, Nancy. Light's not on yet. Okay. Go one at a time because I don't want to risk turning off like all the other lights. Let's see. Oh. Okay, still not it. Boom. I was pretty sure it was one of the small ones on the top right. Yeah, what time is it? Like 6:45. Okay.
Yes?
I don't want to pester you, Mr. Egan, but the radiator...
Thanks for dealing with the circuit breaker. Okay, we're really making progress here, kid. So, you go up to Hotchkiss's room and see what she wants for dinner. She's not answering her phone.
No problem, boss.
Okay, I don't think I can do that one today, though, because the ski rental thing is closed. Said I know a lot of the puzzles. So we might find out what she wants for dinner tomorrow. But we can steal a paintbrush. A thief! A thief! It's us. Okay, and he said to try 517 on 311, so we can do that too. 517. 5 1 7. Oh ho ho, we broke into someone's locker. Shutter slug. Nice. Oh. Lisa's picture. Name Helen Karp. From North Carolina. Name Alina Boyd from Illinois. Dadgum, she's 5'7" and only weighs 118? Is that healthy? This one, Tanya Lee Gooding from Florida. Just says she was born in 74. Let's see. This was made in like 2000, 2001, something like that. So, like, nope, I blanked on the math. $27. Yeah, about 26, 27. And this one, here's Helen Karp again, North Carolina. And Tanya Lee Gooding, Florida. Okay. Do any of them say Peppermint Patty? Not that we've found. And didn't she say that she barely passed high school Spanish? And when we asked habla español, she said as if. Because someone wrote her a very lengthy, chatty letter in Spanish. Yeah, Spanish I don't know as much. So, like, all I know is she lied. She dadgum lied. Okay. She lied like a liar. Okay, she's not hanging out down here anymore, so we'll have to confront her tomorrow. I just curl up right there, right next to the window. Scarlet Pimpernel. Have a great time. Oh. Peppercliff Farms. Cheese sounds good. Ski, Wisconsin. Now, the only thing we really need to know from it is that she lied about being able to speak Spanish, but if you want to look at it for a while, you can. Wickford Castle, Butter Ridge Ski Resort, Lando Lakes, Wisconsin. Okay, so we got some tourist stuff there. Oh, Dexter left. Zoop! I'm just gonna snoop right in here real quick. What do we got? We've got a notepad with the to-do list. Shut down ski lift and check emergency generator are done. Get Brunei to fix Professor's boots. Refund guests who canceled. Snowplows? Try to reach Christy again. Change library alarm code. Change bulbs in tower. Ooh. Replace filter in vent shaft. Vent shaft. Keep searching. Okay. Get boots back to Professor. Check basement circuit breakers and get dinner orders from guests. Okay. Keep searching. Oh, we stole a key. Whoopsie. Yeah, Nancy has no shame. None. Anything else? It might be everything we can get here. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, we can't even look at all of the letter. We can only see the first bit. Because Nancy only needs to know enough to know that she was lied to. Let's see. Okay, well, it's like 8:15.
Ugh! Virginia Woolf never endured such interruptions. Who is it?
That means we have to ask her about her dinner order, though.
It's Nancy again.
Which we
Dexter
can't
needs to
finish
know
till
what
tomorrow.
you want for dinner.
Oh, hard to think of food candy when I'm riding the raging rapids of my theory. Oh, right now, I have plenty of pre-packaged energy globules to keep me going. But tell Baxter that I am developing a powerful craving for couscous. Yes, couscous for dinner would be splendid. I'll have a nice tip for you next time, Fanny.
Okay. Couscous. That's reasonable. But said, well, I have to deal with it tomorrow because everyone's done for the night. Myself back into my room. Radiator's not fixed yet. It's fine. Oh, we can call friends. So I had a client once. She was one of my regulars, but the first time she was in, found out she was a German immigrant and that she teaches German. English is fantastic. She worked as a librarian for decades. But at the end when she paid, you know, she handed me money and I said, Danke. And the way she lit up. Bitte. It was so interesting to me to see, and it made me want to learn so much more language. Let's let Ned know we're okay. Oh yes. I love meeting people. They're so interesting.
Hi, you've reached Ned at Omega Chi Epsilon. I'm not here to take your call right now, so please try again later. Thanks.
Okay, we'll call later.
Hello?
George, it's Nancy.
Great timing, Nancy. Bess and I were just saying how we wish we were out on the ski slopes with you. Hang on, I'll get her to pick up the other phone. Hey, Bess, our favorite detective's on the phone.
Hey, Nancy, how's the vacation?
Okay, where y'all are talking about those responses you're programmed to say, is that kind of like how if you go up to like a Catholic or an Eastern Orthodox or Lutheran, and say, may the force be with you, they will automatically respond, and also with you?
I guess you haven't gotten my letter. Not only do I have a blizzard on my hands, but I may have stumbled onto another case, too. The castle library was vandalized, and one of the other guests says her room was robbed.
Boy, oh boy! Have you searched the library for clues yet?
Well, that's the thing. Dexter Egan, the caretaker, says it's locked up and off limits until the police can get here. But who knows when that'll be.
That's funny, Nancy. I didn't know the phrase off limits was even in your vocabulary.
Seriously, though, don't you think that your dad's friend, Christy Lane, would feel better knowing that you're on the case, at least until the police can take over?
She's right, Nancy. I mean, who knows what this Egan guy is all about anyway? Sounds like you're just gonna have to find an alternative entrance to that library.
Here I go again. Just hope I don't have to slide down the chimney.
And what about this robbery? Who got robbed?
I'm not sure. The guest's name is Professor Hotchkiss. I think she's a bit eccentric.
You mean weird?
Nutso?
A few sandwiches short of a picnic?
Okay, you guys. I just mean that I'm not sure how reliable her testimony will be.
Yeah, but she'll probably tell you something important, whether she means to or not.
Let's see. Let's start with the people we've met.
I met my ski instructor, Jacques Brunet. He sure is French.
Ooh la la, those accents should be illegal.
I hate to break it to you, Bess, but he's engaged.
Now there's a real crime.
Right, Bess. Humanity is devastated.
Oh, Bess.
I met this nice woman, Lisa Ostrom.
What's her deal?
She's a photojournalist doing a story on the castle. She sure got me curious about that tower.
Oh yeah? Does she know where the entrance is?
I don't think so.
Well, keep an eye on her, Nancy. Those photojournalists are born snoopers, you know.
George, are you suggesting that Nancy is a second-class snooper? You're going to give our friend a complex.
Oh, right. Like Nancy doesn't know she's the prime minister of snooping.
Let's see.
I'm trying to meet with Professor Hotchkiss to find out what was stolen from her room, but she won't open her door to discuss it.
That's odd. I wonder what she's so nervous about. I'll bet she's hiding something in her room.
Like what, Bess? The elephant that trampled the library? She's probably just a little freaked. I mean, if her room really was robbed, you'll find a way to make her trust you, Nancy. I'll bet Bess's last slice of pizza on it.
Hey.
Pizza sounds good. I'm way too food motivated.
It seems like every time I talk to Dexter, he has a new chore for me to do.
He's probably just overwhelmed being the only one on duty.
Next, he'll probably ask me to take out the garbage.
Think of it as a strategic investment, Nancy. I'll bet he knows a lot about the castle. It couldn't hurt to get on his good side.
I wish he'd just fix my radiator.
The other possibility is that he's up to something, and he needs to keep you busy so you won't notice. I guess you should help him out, Nancy, but keep your eyes open.
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Watch out for weird people!
I might need that as a ringtone. Let's see. It's 9:30. Can I justify going to bed yet? That would be really hard to sleep through. Hello, Sapphire Slayer. Thanks for the follow. Luke, why are you so determined that I should bust down something like the Kool-Aid Man? Just in a Kool-Aid Man kind of mood? Hey, welcome to the chat. Ooh, okay, we lived near a train track for a while, and I'm really, really glad that we no longer live by the train track. Most of the time it was fine, but every so often when they blew the horn, it sounded like they were running right through our living room. Okay, we've snooped everything in Nancy's room. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it was exciting. How are you today? Alright, I think we've snooped all of this. I really think the only thing we can do right now is go to bed. Like, since I was thinking a D&D character based on the Kool-Aid Man would be hilarious. That would be way too funny. Just smash through everything. Alright, I wonder what time Dexter comes back to front desk. We'll get up early in the morning. Like, really early. I feel like Nancy would be an early riser. I feel like she'd want to be, but as much as she snoops in the middle of the night, maybe not. But we haven't taken the elevator yet. We should take the elevator. Ring! I love the call button. Okay. First floor. Oh. And the elevator is already broken. Okay. Max capacity 4 passengers? Really? Yikes. Okay. Well. And alarm does nothing. So... oh-ho-ho. Up we go. Ooh, that's a long way down. Very diehard. Right, there we go. We can hop up on this. And out we get. Alley-oop, boop, oop, oop, boop. And... alright. Should go back down to the basement. Is that this way? Yes. Go back down to the basement so we can reset the elevator. But we did see a very interesting ladder. Boop. Okay. Elevator reset. Let's... Ba-ding! Alright. And just immediately, up we go. Alright. We're out. We're free.
It's stuck.
Interesting. Okay. So, what's everybody got going on today? We've been all into the story game. Just gonna crawl through the vents again, Die Hard style. Now we know what a microwave dinner feels like. Ooh, I love the vent cover. Okay. Error. Oh. Oh, back we go.
Okay, I hear you. Darn you, crazy old man. I know you hid that thing around here somewhere. The least you could have done was left me a hint. I don't have time to clean this up.
Right, down we go. Ah. Oh, it's got a painted ceiling. I never noticed that before. It's stunning. Just bookshelves everywhere. I want... Luke, next house. We need a room like this. That might actually be enough shelves for all of our books. It would last at least 6 months. Let's see. Just come on into the middle of the room. Yeah, tight fit. Oop. Get some dust. Atlas of the United States. Okay. Call that Wisconsin. We'll need it later. 90. By 55. Okay. So yeah, somebody just smashed a hole in that beautiful wall. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, what a beautiful chess set. More Tiffany lamps. There's been Tiffany lamps in every game so far. Ooh, wait a minute. Marcel Bonnet. Okay. Maybe it was the Kool-Aid Man. Oh my gosh. Okay, one of the many great portraits painted by Marcel Bonnet during his career. None has fueled more controversy and gossip than this portrait of Marie Antoinette, which was completed only months before the Revolution broke out. It all began when King Louis XVI. Now we're really getting into like the pretend lore that's just for the game. Okay. Commissioned an opulent, bejeweled tiara for her birthday. Set in the tiara were a ruby, an emerald, a sapphire, and a 52-carat diamond, bigger than any diamond ever before worn by French royalty. Marie was horrified by the tiara's extravagance and refused to wear it. It is even rumored that she referred to it as my crown of ruination, though no one knew what she meant by this. When it came time to have her portrait painted by the Master Bonnet, Marie insisted on posing away from the palace at Versailles in the tower room of the Chateau Rochemont, where she often visited to escape the growing turmoil in Paris. Further, the queen refused to be painted wearing the tiara. King Louis was furious, but Marie would not budge. She chose to ornament herself with a purple rose instead, not just a flower, but a symbol of her willful defiance of her husband's wishes. When the portrait was finished, she gave it to the Rochemonts in appreciation of their loyal friendship. Shortly thereafter, the revolution erupted in full. When Marie Antoinette and her husband were arrested, the queen refused to reveal the whereabouts of the tiara. Even after her execution, neither the tiara nor the magnificent jewels it contained were ever found. To this day, speculation and heated debate continues about what became of the crown of ruination. The painting is now in the hands of a private American collector. Well, we know which collector. Interesting. Anything else to read? There's a library. There should be things to read. Diary of Hans Axel von Fersen. Okay. A Swedish-French soldier and diplomatic agent who became a close friend of Queen Marie Antoinette during the early 1780s and went on to work for the counter-revolutionary movement after 1789. After Antoinette's execution in 1793, von Fersen wrote about her every year on the anniversary of her death until his own death in 1810. Many scholars have concluded that he must have been in love with her. His diary recounts his political movements during this time and provides us with valuable historical insight into the political climate in French at the end of the 18th century. Roy says that it's in the elevator shaft. It might be. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna kind of skim this and see if we can find anything. Oh. Let's see. So they got arrested. Okay, so this just kind of confirms what we'd already learned from other books. He was the one who was driving the cart that was captured. Sad. Hold up. Okay. Because I totally didn't just have the password memorized already, but it's 3*72. Okay, library code. Yeah. 3*72. Beautiful room when it's not vandalized. Rude. Oh, Purple Hearted Queen by Hotchkiss. We know that name. Traditional history books have seldom mentioned it, but there is ample evidence that Marie Antoinette's favorite color was purple. This is not an insignificant fact, as some might think, but one that may offer great insight into the character of a queen who I believe has been hastily and unfairly judged, both in her lifetime and up to today. From her favorite color? Purple is traditionally considered to be a color of majesty or royalty. This does not mean it is merely a color of wealth and power. On a deeper level, purple symbolizes loyalty, dignity, wisdom, and truth. I mean, you can like purple and not know what it represents. You can just think it's a pretty color. But okay. When Marie had her portrait painted by the master Marcel Bonnet, she chose to pose holding a purple rose. Chose to pose with a rose? She chose to pose with a rose. Okay then. Instead of wearing the extravagant diamond tiara that King Louis XVI had given her. She knew it would be insensitive to wear such a tiara at a time when the French masses were starving and angry. By choosing the rose, Marie acted with wisdom and loyalty to her people. As one of the last acts of her short life, Marie chose to wear purple slippers for her walk to the guillotine. Convicted for crimes for which she never confessed, crimes that were never proven, Marie accepted her death sentence with resignation. However, as she walked to meet her death in her favorite purple slippers, she expressed her unshakable dignity and her silent protest as to the truth of her innocence. Okay, so Hotchkiss is a Marie Antoinette expert, which explains why she's staying here with the tower. What do we got? Oh, clicky! Secret passage. Well, not secret passage, secret storage space? But... okay, what is that thing? Is it like a sextant? Is that what it's called? Okay, -15, 10, -5. Okay. See, this game has so much more stuff to write down than the previous ones did. I have a ship in a bottle. That's fun. Who doesn't love a good ship in a bottle? A sly rabbit will have 3 openings to its den. Okay. Ooh. -15. 10. -5. Creak. Nice vases. Okay, we explored everything down here. I think we have. I think we've read everything. So let's find where the creaking came from. Ba-dum. Okay. Oh good, lighter. Ooh. Okay, fun, fun, fun. So what time is it? 8:45. So maybe we could get through here a little quicker so that we can get back to the Hotchkiss's dinner order puzzle. Okay. Oh. Castle's been empty for many years now. These hallways just echo in vain, and oh how I miss you, my one-time son. My anger's dissolved into pain. I still don't know why you pilfered my wallet. The money could hardly have mattered. That $50 I'd have given you twice, but instead my poor heart you shattered. If only I could find you, we'd patch it all up, talk through it as dad and son should. Perhaps you meant only to test my love. Perhaps you left misunderstood. I want you to know that your old man forgives you. Old bygones are bygone with me. So I've left you one keepsake to remember me by. You'll sure be delighted to see. Go out to the garden, my old thinking spot, my refuge in hours of dread. Your luck charm is stashed where no stranger would look, in the back of my old troubled head. So this is goodbye, dear Dexter, farewell. You offered me much needed joy, and I'll never forget all the laughter brought me, my darling young rascally boy. That is the saddest thing. I want to cry. Wait a minute, he gave them people names. Like, these aren't the names of the bugs. It's Pearl, Mortimer, Jethro. Is that Frida? Daisy and Clarence. Priscilla, Biff, Skeeter. Can't read that one. Sue Ellen, Rutherford. Gwyneth. Dagmar, Tex. That, like, oh, I can't read that either. Bertha, Roscoe, Minnie, Clint, Beverly, Stella, Little Joe, and Pat. I've actually never realized that before, that he gave his bug collection people names. When he was good, he was very, very good. So it's Dexter, the son in my life. Castle Boy wins state spelling bee. Sesquicentennial earned student trip to DC. Students from all corners of Wisconsin competed at the Badger State Spelling Bee in Madison on Saturday. They began with 116 finalists ages 9 to 15. After 14 rounds of competition, there were 3 remaining finalists: Marsha Aldridge of Dresser, Tanya Jones of Ladysmith, and Dexter Egan of Butter Ridge. In the end, Egan, a 5th grader, correctly spelled sesquicentennial during an all-expense-paid trip next month to the Vanderbilt National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C., not to mention a trophy and statewide fame. 11 years old. Among those in the audience was the chocolate milk tycoon Ezra Wickford, who is Egan's adoptive father. When asked how he felt about Dexter's victory, Wickford said he felt like the proudest dad on earth. Added, adopting Dexter was the best thing I ever did. Certificate of service. Chocolate milk tycoon, the guy who built the castle. Remember, he was the inventor of chocolate milk. Reward of merit, best attendance award. Certificate of merit, county recycling project, 1943. Father's Day, 1944. When he was bad, he was horrid. Dexter, when it rains, it pours. Dexter was caught on school grounds throwing rocks at the gymnasium windows. 2nd time he's been caught attempting to destroy school property. We fear Dexter is becoming a danger to himself and others. We have no choice but to expel him. Dear Pop, sorry for taking $50 out of your wallet without asking. I know it was wrong. I know you're very disappointed in me. I'm sorry. I will never do it again. I'm sorry. Oh. Caught passing phony checks. Suspect has been identified as Dexter Egan, 18, of Butter Ridge, the adopted son of prominent chocolate milk tycoon Ezra Wickford. He had 3 different sets of false ID matching the checks. At 18, the kid is already like a pro. Egan was arrested on felony charges of possession of false ID for purposes of fraud, possession of counterfeit checks, attempting to pass the checks, and conspiracy. If convicted, he could face a prison sentence of up to 20 years. As of last Friday, Egan was being held at the County Correctional Center on $50,000 bail, said a jail spokeswoman. Ezra Wickford could not be reached for comment, nor has anyone come forward to post bail for Mr. Egan. Let's see. Rockford, Belcher, and Blech, attorneys at law. 1949. Dear Ezra, I've changed your will according to the directions you gave me in our meeting of May 21st. In the event of your death, Dexter will have no recourse to inherit Wickford Castle or any of your estate or financial holdings. Further, he will be unable to claim any association with or capitalize upon your name or reputation. Ugh. Just legally annulled their entire relationship. Sure, you did the best you could with Dexter, but some children just turn out to be bad eggs. Nonetheless, while your disappointment must be profound, I commend your prudence and pragmatism in the decisions you've made to protect your estate. I mean, the phony check ring is a lot. Like, white-collar crime can get real scary real fast. Particularly when they feel like they might get caught. Alright. We have snooped the library. Let's get back to the dinner orders puzzle. Oh, Dexter's not there.
So what'd you find in the library?
Please, Lisa. You know it's off limits.
Oh, come on, Nancy. You've been on the prowl. I can tell by the sparkle in your eye.
Wow, is it that obvious? I guess I'll have to work on my poker face.
I knew it! So, what'd you find in there? Dead bodies? Ezra Wickford's icky childhood bug collection?
How'd she know about his bug collection? Because we specifically did find Ezra Wickford's childhood bug collection. Library's been off limits the whole time Lisa's been here. I'm not telling her that I found a secret room. I don't trust her.
Just a lot of books and basic library stuff. Nothing major.
Aw, you're no fun.
So tell me more about the life of a photojournalist. It must be very glamorous at times.
Well, there's nothing glamorous about the pay, I can tell you that much.
Does your job take you to exotic, far-off places?
Well, there is a lot of travel. Too bad I'm so useless with foreign languages.
She's clearly fluent in Spanish. We found her letters. Let's put that one off for now.
I'm dying to find a way into that tower. Where do they usually hide the secret entrances in weird old Midwestern mansions?
I guess I should know, shouldn't I? Too bad most of the places I've covered aren't any weirder than imitation butter. I wish you'd hurry up and find it, though, so we can check it out.
Okay, is anything weirder than imitation butter, though? Like, honestly.
Did you know Professor Hotchkiss published a book on Marie Antoinette?
Yeah, I looked her up on the internet. The critics panned the book. Looks like other historians think she's a real quack.
Aww. Poor Hotchkiss. Yeah, imitation butter is pretty dadgum weird. I don't know if I'd want to go somewhere that was weirder than imitation butter.
There was a little mix-up with the lockers, and I accidentally opened yours.
Yeah, and?
Let's see. How do I want to confront her with this? Do I want to play it nice? I was kind of confused, or do I want to go full out with, I'm wondering if you are who you say you are? I might go with that one. Roy says it's like non-dairy milk. You get it from non-dairy cows. Oh gosh.
It seems you have more than one identity, Lisa. I'm just wondering if you are who you say you are.
A savvy photojournalist always carries a couple of alternate identities, Nancy. When you're working under deadline, you don't always have time to play by the rules. I'm sure you know what I mean.
I really do not, actually, Lisa.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Later, Nancy.
Why would you need fake IDs for that job? Still no Dexter. If Dexter doesn't show up, we can't tell him she wants couscous. Like, what are we supposed to do?
Ah, Nancy, comment ça va?
Lisa told me you were in the Olympics. What was that like?
Disappointing, frustrating, humiliating.
Oh, what happened?
It was the worst day of my life. To fall flat on my face with my family, my country, and the rest of the world watching.
I'll talk to you later.
Allez, bye-bye.
Tough luck, old chap. That's rough. Just because she doesn't give him strength? No, I guess not. Okay, let's go to our room real quick. Maybe we can find something we missed or ask a friend. Click. He still has a box right here. gonna pop down one more time and see if Dexter's at the front desk. If I can remember how to get to the front desk. Okay. And then we'll try calling a friend. There he is.
Yes?
The professor says she has a hankering for, couscous.
Couscous? Never heard of it. Tell her to order something off the menu.
Okay, let's see. Elevator. Sure.
I was in the elevator and it got stuck between floors. I had to climb out the top and I just barely made it up to the floor above. Do you think you'll be able to fix it?
Well, I doubt it's broken. I'll check the power switch in the basement. Glad you're okay. But don't go climbing around the elevator shaft anymore. It's dangerous in there.
Mm-hmm. Dangerous. Sure. Definitely doesn't want us seeing him snooping around while we're snooping around. There's a lot of snooping going on in this place.
So, did you grow up around here?
You could say that.
See, we know he grew up here. In this building.
Did you know the original owner, Ezra Wickford, when he lived here?
You could say that.
What was he like?
They call it the past for a reason, okay? Because it's over.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Okay. Grumpy. I mean, he may have done at least 20 years for, like, various white-collar crimes, so I guess that could make you pretty grumpy.
It's locked.
Okay.
Is that my couscous already?
Let's see.
Sorry, Professor, but there's no couscous in the house. You'll need to choose something from the hotel menu.
Well, I don't have a menu. At least not from this hotel. Be a doll and fetch me one, will you, Tata?
So she has a different hotel's menu with her in the room. Okay. I do have a menu.
Did you get the menu?
Sure did. How about opening the door so I can give it to you?
Oh, you're a sneaky one. Just slip it under the door, please. Nice and easy. No funny stuff.
Okay.
Baby back ribs, yes. Oh, chili cheese dog, fried bologna sandwich. I'm not usually much of a meat eater, but very well. 50 drumsticks, please. Chicken, that is. Cluck, cluck.
Sure. 50 drumsticks. Whatever makes you happy.
Rock and roll, dear.
Okay. Personally, I think I'd probably go for the fried bologna sandwich with potato chip sprinkles. It actually sounds really good, and thinking about it's making me hungry.
Can I help you?
The professor has changed her order. Seems she's developed an appetite for chicken drumsticks. 50 of them.
Okay then. Drumsticks we got. Oops. But I guess Jock better take that bag of chicken legs out of the freezer. Will you tell him? And then take the rest of the day off, kid. Your radiator's as good as fixed.
So, do you know if Ezra Wickford had a place where he liked to go and think? Someplace he thought of as a refuge?
There was a private area of the garden. Yeah. The entrance was hidden, so no one could bother him there.
I think the game forgot that Dexter doesn't know that we know that he grew up here.
Do you think I could go check it out?
Forget about it. There's nothing out there but dead weeds and crumbling statues.
Were you allowed to go out there?
Once in a while he'd bring me out there and teach me about his favorite flowers, but that was like 100 years ago.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
I can live with that. A little funky, but I can live with it. Okay, no, we have to kill 2 hours. So Jacques not going to be there for a minute. Okay. Well, let's see. Got a couple of keys. One of them goes to the library, though. And I don't think we need to go back in there yet. The other one, we can't access anything yet.
Ugh, it's like the North Pole out there.
Spectacular blizzard. Okay, oh, we could go back up to our room and call our friends again. My answer to everything. Don't know what to do? Call our friends! True. Is kind of how I am in real life too, so it makes sense. Don't know what to do? Call a friend. Here, I think it's this way. Yes. Oh. He said our radiator was as good as fixed. Our radiator's not fixed. Okay. That's fine.
Hello?
Hi, it's me.
How's it going, Nancy? Are things calming down around the castle?
Not unless you find it calming to climb out of a stuck elevator.
What do you mean stuck? The elevator broke down?
Well, that's what I thought. Until I talked to Dexter, who said it was probably the power switch in the basement.
But Nancy, how could the power switch just go off while you were in the elevator?
Maybe someone turned it off. But why?
That's what I'm wondering.
How did you climb out anyway?
I climbed through a hatch in the roof of the cab and just barely made it up to the next floor.
So you were standing on top of the elevator in the open shaft? Way up high? Ugh, just the thought of it makes my stomach do somersaults.
Anything interesting in the elevator shaft?
Just a metal ladder leading up to this ventilation duct or something. Nothing unusual, except that the cover for the duct looked like it was about to fall off.
Maybe someone needed to inspect the duct and forgot to replace the grate?
Or maybe the duct leads somewhere, like to buried gold, or a hidden...
Bess, that was Nancy's last case. She's in Wisconsin now, not San Francisco.
Wickford wrote Dexter a farewell poem before he died.
The inventor of chocolate milk was a poet too?
Yum, I could write a poem or two about chocolate milk.
It says that he hid some sort of luck charm for Dexter to find.
Where?
Something about his old thinking spot somewhere out in the garden. Funny, but I didn't see any garden when I came in.
Well, you can't exactly tiptoe through the tulips when they're buried under 6 feet of snow.
Never mind my cheeky cousin over there, Nancy. When the storm passes, you should go out and see what you can find.
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye!
Ned can be called. Might just be the message.
Hello?
Ned, it's me.
Well, you're a sound for sore ears. Bess called me and told me your vacation is rapidly turning into another mystery. So who do you think the vandal is?
I really don't know. It would help if I could at least imagine a motive. But why would anyone want to vandalize a beautiful old library?
Seriously.
There must be more to it than meets the eye. Sounds like you better find a way to get in there and take a look around.
Apparently, this castle's tower used to be a hangout for Marie Antoinette.
Who's that? Ezra Wickford's wife?
Are you kidding? Marie Antoinette was a famous queen of France.
And she used to hang out in Wisconsin?
No, silly. The tower was originally part of the Chateau Rochemont in France. Ezra Wickford fell in love with the tower and imported it to Wisconsin.
And Marie didn't want to come along.
Well, that would have been pretty tough for her, considering... Ned Nickerson, are you pulling my leg?
What do you mean, Nancy?
You know very well that Marie Antoinette was beheaded in 1793, don't you?
Well, yeah. I guess I read something about that when I studied the French Revolution. But when did Wickford show up?
He didn't discover the tower until the 1920s, over 100 years after Marie's death.
Whew! I think I'm all clear now. Thanks for straightening that out for me, Detective.
You are some pain in the neck, pal.
Good thing I'm so cute.
Are you ready for a crazy coincidence?
Only if it's a crazy one.
Ezra Wickford also imported the library, and it seems that he bought it from the family of Jean Leboeuf, the revolutionary commander who captured Marie Antoinette when she was trying to escape from France.
You're kidding. So Wickford imported Marie's tower and her enemy's library?
Exactly.
Doesn't Leboeuf mean the cow in French?
Actually, I think it just means the beef.
Well, in any case, I bet the guy would be happy to know that his library ended up in the heart of America's Dairyland.
Bye, Ned.
Keep me posted.
We'll try. Okay. This is really making me want chocolate milk, though.
Well, if it isn't Dexter's little Cinderella.
When you researched this place, did you find any references to a secret garden?
Not that I remember. But I probably wasn't even thinking about gardens. I mean, it's hardly croquet weather.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Keep me posted.
She's just really sketchy.
If it isn't Nancy Can-Do Drew, I'll get on that radiator right away. But be sure to tell Jock to defrost the chicken, okay?
Okay. See ya, Mr.
right.
Egan.
Goodbye.
See what we can do. Let's see if he's back yet. We were getting close. Long lunch break.
Ah, Nancy, comment ça va?
Dexter needs you to defrost that big bag of chicken legs.
Oh la la la, what does he think I am? A sous chef?
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Just bye. Weird. It's a beautiful castle. I love the detail on the steps. Alright.
Did you see I fixed your radiator?
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Alright. Let's go check out our new radiator. Well, not new, but newly quiet. Finally. So it's silent and he left a can of oil. Okay, let's see. Wonder if Professor Hotchkiss will talk to me yet. Be handy if you run into the Tin Man. We did find something that was stuck.
Is that you, Brandy? Oh, I'm glad you're here. At the moment, my theory is rising like a magnificent souffle. I need to collect a few more ingredients, if you will, but it's a delicate situation. If I leave my room even for a moment, I fear the souffle will come crashing down in a heap.
What do you need me for, Professor?
What I need is some information about the castle. Hard numbers. I've come to the conclusion that you are an enterprising and faithful soul. Therefore, I have decided to entrust you with this important mission. Who knows? If you succeed, I might whisk you away from the hotel business to be my personal research assistant.
Well, Professor Hotchkiss, I'm not actually in the hotel business. but I'd love to help.
Marvelous! Here's what I need to know. What is the model number on the elevator? I'll be very eager to hear what you come up with. But please, don't disturb me unless you have the answer.
Okay. Go look at the sign in the elevator. She can't walk like 10 feet. Okay. Granted, I'm a writer. I know how it works. Okay. 50964. 50964. Okay. $50964.
Yes. Did you find the information I asked you for?
Sure did.
Good, but I need you to write it down so I don't forget.
Okay. Interesting sketch. 50964.
Thank you. Let me do some calculations to see if this is correct.
Calculations?
Eureka! If there's one thing I like in a young person, it's ingenuity. Now, I've got work to do. Time to stir the cauldron and stoke the fire. But if you'd like to talk, I'll be holding office hours in the lobby between 3 and 6 a.m. Meet me then.
Hey, we can finally converse with her. Hot dog. I don't like it if it was a little bit later at night before I go snooping again, so I'm really tempted to take a nap. It says couscous, why like cuckoo? Okay, see, I find her oddly relatable. Okay, it's 3 p.m. I want it to be like at least 6. And if we're gonna be up at 3 in the morning, we should have a nap anyway. Okay. She is definitely odd, but again, I relate to that. Especially when I'm in like full writer mode, I can get very odd. Call the elevator here. It's 3*72 to get in the library. Okay. Come on. Okay. Boom. Yep. Writers are a little odd. We should know. Okay. Crawl through here. Nancy must be real skinny. Okay. Have an oil can. Much better. Okay. Secret door behind the elevator. Okay, this is gonna be really loud, so I just want to apologize to everyone. Okay. Sorry about that. Sound of sawing. Okay. Ooh. Stairs going up. Don't think we need that yet. Let's follow the sound of sawing. Excuse you.
Nancy, What are you doing here?
I was just looking for the castle soda pop machine. What you working on? I kind of like that one. I usually don't do the silly ones.
I was just looking for the castle's soda pop machine. What you working on?
I can explain, Nancy, but please, don't tell anyone that you found me here. If I get sent back to France, my fiancé will give up on me, and I will have let down my family again.
See. About...
What's your fiancé expecting you to accomplish by breaking into the Queen's Tower?
I am doing this for my country and for my family's name. Isabelle has nothing to do with it, except that I feel I must succeed before I will feel worthy to marry her. The tower holds a valuable French historical document. If I can find it and return it to France, perhaps I can make up for my failure at the Olympics.
What makes you believe this French document still exists in a tower that was imported to Wisconsin 80-some years ago?
The tower first belonged to the Chateau Rochemont in France. When Ezra Wickford bought the tower, my great-grandfather was the master carpenter in charge of dismantling it and preparing it for shipment. One day, when he was working alone, he found a secret compartment in one of the walls.
A secret compartment?
Inside, he found an old journal with a royal crest on the cover and a medallion with a strange blue stone in it. But he heard other carpenters coming, so he hid the medallion in his pocket and sealed the journal back in the compartment. Before he could get back to study the journal and return the medallion, the tower was dismantled and shipped to America. He never learned who the journal belonged to or what it said.
Why didn't your great-grandfather tell anyone about his discovery?
He thought if he told his story, Ezra Wickford might get angry, accuse him of interfering with the project, and try to ruin his name as a carpenter. So he kept quiet.
But he told you this story?
I was his only great-grandson. On his deathbed, he gave me the medallion and told me the whole story. He begged me to come here to Wisconsin to find the journal and return it to France.
You must feel a real sense of responsibility to carry out your great-grandfather's dying wish.
Oh yes, of course. But it's not just for my great-grandfather. It is for France. The journal bore a royal seal. It must have belonged to Marie Antoinette, because she used to visit the tower during the Revolution. So perhaps it contains her confessions, or perhaps it contains proof of her innocence. Either way, the contents of that journal could change French history forever.
I just don't see how you can think that journal will still be up there after all these years.
I know it's possible that someone found the secret compartment when the tower was being put back together, but I have to check anyway. I just have to know. Nancy, do you think you could help me? Let me show you this medallion, and maybe you'll be able to tell me what it's for.
Okay. Yeah.
I might be willing to help you, but you have to tell Christy everything. I'm sure she'll understand, and then you won't have to sneak around in the middle of the night, haunting the castle with that screeching hacksaw.
Okay, Nancy, I see your point. I will explain everything to Christy Lane as soon as possible. Now will you help me? I think this medallion will interest you, and maybe you'll have some idea what it's for. It's in my locker. Will you go get it while I take care of something? The combination is 2665. I'll meet you in the locker room in a minute.
6. Okay, 2665.
Well, as long as you promise to tell Christy what's going on.
You're the best, Nancy.
That's what they tell me.
Don't they just? Aw, he's in timeout. Okay, Seems very dungeon-y. wonder if this is what our key goes to.
It's locked.
It's not. Interesting. Okay. So... Boom. Secret door. Best kind. And back downstairs we go, because we need to get back into the locker room. What time is it? It's like 7 something, I think? It's been a long time since I had to tell time on a watch like that. Okay. 2665. Medallion's blue stone. Okay, hold up. Jacques, darling, I'm trying to be patient, but I cannot understand what's taking you so long. My mother and father are traditional people, and they think it is highly unusual you would ask me to marry you without demonstrating your commitment to me in any symbolic way. Ah, no ring. You know I believe that our love makes us richer than kings and queens, but I cannot live on hot dogs and mac and cheese forever. You said you had a plan. You said it would only take a couple of weeks, but it's been 2 months. I can't wait forever. Please don't make me give up on you. I remain your petite chou, Isabelle. Oh, he's researching diamonds. Okay. Right, interesting. What do we got here? Oh. Oh. His visa is going to expire in like a month. So he's on very limited time. Just painting stuff and the whack.
Ouch! Oh, someone must have knocked me out.
Maybe get up slowly, Dance.
Headache headquarters. Nancy here.
Nancy, it's Jacques. What happened? Are you okay?
I don't really know what happened. I opened your locker like you said, and then it was lights out Nancy.
But you do have my medallion, right?
It was the last thing I saw, but I sure don't have it now.
Oh la la, you can't be serious.
I'm afraid I am serious. I have no idea what happened to it.
This is too much. Oh la la, unbelievable.
Okay. Also, I don't think I have a concussion. Thank you for asking. Sheesh. Now, what time is it? 12 p.m. Oh. Okay. Did we sleep like the whole night and half the next day? Whoops.
Thanks for coming down. I've been wanting to talk to you. How's your head? Did you slip or what?
Thanks for coming down. Was he also supposed to call us or something? Maybe we had a voicemail. I don't know. Maybe we did have a voicemail. Yeah, because it says he wanted to talk to us about something and I had no idea. Whoops.
I'm feeling much better, thanks. But what was it you wanted to talk to me about?
It's just that when I found you out cold in the basement and hauled you back to your room, I noticed all this red dirt on your shoes. I'm just curious where it came from.
Let's see. You know what? Yeah, let's admit it. He grew up here. He might know something.
Mr. Egan, I confess, I found my way into the corridor that leads to the Queen's Tower. As you probably know, the dirt in that tunnel is very red. I hope you won't consider this trespassing.
Nope. If you must know, I'm impressed. Ezra Wickford set that secret door up so nobody would be able to find it. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with getting into that tower. Ezra told me that if I could get through the secret door, he'd take me up to see the Queen's Tower. Finally, I got into the tunnel, and when I came out with that red dirt all over me, he laughed. He was actually proud of me.
That's an amazing story, Mr. Egan. I'm glad you're not angry. I guess I'm just as curious as you once were.
I'd say you earned the right to check out the tower for yourself. But you gotta get through that gate, right? There's an old skeleton key in the maintenance shed. Now that the storm's passed, you can go out and get it. But be careful. It's still dead cold out there.
Okay.
I don't want to press my luck with you, but I sure would like to see Ezra's private garden. Could you tell me how to find it?
It's nothing but wasteland out there. If you're bent on tromping around in the cold, go left when you get outside, away from the shed. Look for a wrought iron gate. You'll figure out the rest.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Alright. Let's go see if we did have a voicemail or something. Just because it's bothering me. I think the game's glitched a couple of times and thought we had a better relationship with him than we do. Oh well.
Welcome to the voicemail system. First message.
Yeah, Miss Drew. This is Dexter at the front desk. Can you come down when you're feeling better? I need to talk to you for a minute. Thanks.
To go to the next message. Second message. To leave the system, please press 3. Thank you.
Alright then. Okay, so let's see. How do we want to do this? He said the storm is past, so we can go outside now. That sounds promising. I think that needs to be our next stop. Down here. Let's see. Alright. I think I'm gonna save my game real quick. Okay. Right, now, out we go. Deep snow. Oh, how beautiful is that? Okay, so he said left. So, past the no trespassing sign. Oh, how beautiful. It's all overgrown. We love an overgrown garden. Oh. Oh. There we go. Okay. This is one of my favorite locations in the whole game. I just find it so enchanting. Got a gazing wall. Wickford Garden, created in loving memory of Eleanor Wickford, 1873 to 1944. Aww. Aww. This does look like it would be a really good thinking spot. That raised beds? Yeah. Beautiful. Love the fountain. Okay. Yes, that rotates him. Freak. Box, but we have a key. Boom. Dexter's good luck charm. Medallion with a red stone. Jacques had a blue stone. I'll put this back. That's better. Nice success music too. Okay, out we go. And we'll look for the key in the maintenance shed. Boom. Okay, let's see. Various machinery. Okay. Ski lift operation. Okay. Various tools. See, not many of us are old enough to remember young Dexter Egan, the adopted son of old Daddy Choco Bucks, Ezra Wickford. Most of us only came to know Dexter, the boy who was lucky enough to grow up at Wickford Castle, as Vilas County's most famous juvenile delinquent. According to legend, it was Dexter's troublemaking that caused Wickford's disappearance from public life. Most of us have used his name as an example to our own children to frighten them into obedience. You don't want to turn out like Dexter Egan, do you? We would ask. A counterfeiter, convicted felon, bad egg? Isn't it amazing that after 25 years in prison, gosh, Dexter Egan's release is coinciding with the grand reopening of Wickford Castle, now owned by the enterprising young Christy Lane. It's true, and rumor has it that Egan is determined to straighten out his life and make up for past mistakes. But how? Will he become Wisconsin's next chocolate milk tycoon? When asked about his plans to reinvent himself, the ever-charming Dexter said, "No comment." Does this spell trouble for Vilas County? Only time will tell. Give him a chance, he's just a little grumpy. He did his time. 3, 2, 4. Okay. 3, 2, 4. Oh, key. Perfect. Okay. Sweet. All right. Let's see if we can get back into the Queen's Tower then. Maybe. Hold up. What time is it? Is Jacques here? Oh. Yes.
Nancy, I still cannot believe you lost my medallion.
Lost.
How could you have been so careless?
I wasn't exactly careless, you know, and I didn't lose your medallion either. But I don't have it. Where were you, anyway? Weren't you supposed to meet me?
When I showed up, you were having a catnap on the floor. Ugh, I will be ruined by you American women.
Jeez.
Guess you'd better stay away from me then. Goodbye.
Au revoir, little Miss Nightmare.
Like, why is he so mad at me for getting assaulted? That's unreasonable. Sheesh. Light his beard on fire. I do have that cantrip. Just
glad you came down to talk. Get this. I saw Dexter walking out to the maintenance shack with this, like, green ornament thing in his hand. He's up to something, right? Maybe you should check it out.
Thanks for the tip, Lisa. I think I will. Want to come along?
Thanks, Nancy, but you're the brainiac. I'll just guard this comfy chair and wait for your report.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Later, Nancy.
Okay.
Hey there, Nancy.
You've been holding out on me, Mr. Egan. I read in an old issue of the Daily Telegraph that you grew up here, right in this castle.
All right. I did live here for a few years, once upon a time. I was an orphan until Ezra Wickford came along and adopted me. But I left the castle when I was 16, and I never saw him again. That's the story, all right?
But why did you leave?
Some things can't be explained, kid. It was a long time ago, and nothing can change it now.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
Long past with dark secrets I'll never recover from. Okay, bye! The tonal shift. Since she's been guarding that chair for a while. Yeah? I don't understand how anyone can spend that long reading a magazine. And you could see it on the table next to her, and it's very specifically that same soap opera magazine that was in the last couple of games that has the interview with Maddie Jensen. The articles about Light of Our Love. Okay, so do we want to go out to the maintenance shack where Lisa says she saw Dexter hiding something green? Or do we want to go to the Queen's Tower? So we can do either of those things right now. Maintenance shack or tower? Luke says tower. Whoop. Okay. And up we go. Right there. It is quite the hassle to get into the tower. I really wish that we could just open the secret panel once we find it, but it only goes one way. It's gonna leak, and then there's this really loud puzzle again. So again, I'm sorry. Okay. And through here. And we use our new key. Okay. Arch. Whoop. There we go. Now that everybody knows where Nancy is. Yeah. Okay. Go over this. That one's a dead end. This way we have some tower. Up we go.
Looks like some kind of prison.
There's like an actual dungeon cell. Puzzle. Ooh. Tricky puzzle. You see. Oh. Okay. No steps, and the top of the dungeon is open. So let's see. Okay, for this one to go into there, needs to come down from up here. Let's see. Okay, well, that pink can go that way, so pink doesn't actually need to interact with any of the others. Green, though. Okay, how can I get green to go in there? It needs to be here. So how can I do that? What even is the pink one? I've never figured it out. Okay, hold up. So green. For green to be there. Shoot. I have a brain sometimes. So how did I decide that one needed to go? Okay, that one can go there. That one's there. This one goes here. Yes! I hate that kind of puzzle. Those are really hard for me. It's a very long sliding noise. Okay. And we have steps. Okay, up, up, up we go. Not messing with the button. That is a lot of gold. Holy cow, that is so much gold. Okay. Fancy floor.
Looks like a keyhole of some sorts.
Okay, Nancy thinks that looks like a keyhole. That makes Nancy feel better. Ooh, okay. Now this puzzle is a little bit more my speed. So let's see. It's like the ones like this go at the top. This one's a side piece. This goes at the bottom. Okay, let me try to get these kind of in their general vicinities. This one goes to the side. This one's the top, right? Yeah. Oh. Alright, and not sure which sides those two go on, but you know, they go on some sides somewhere. That's not quite right. It's not quite right. There we go. So then up here, definitely need that one. And then that one. Okay, so that's the top and bottom sorted. This one goes here. Yes. Okay. Oh! I guess that was it. Whoops. Thought I had way more puzzle to do. But that's the secret compartment and the journal. Okay. Got our cool victory music again. Some really tall stairs. Alright, and out we go. And then let's head out to the maintenance shack. Okay. Let's see. Which way down? Take the stairs. But yeah, that room was very, very gold. So not my thing. I don't quite get it. Okay. Come on. Alright, maintenance shack. Crunch, crunch. Oh, Nancy brought a coat. Okay. Hiding something green. Oh! Oh! Hello, there's rats. I mean, no judgment. It's cold outside. They gotta go somewhere. But there's rats. Okay. Green medallion. Jacques was blue.
It's freezing out here.
So we still don't have his. Hey, Trumpet, welcome back.
I'm locked out.
Uh-oh,
If I
don't
get
freeze to
inside
death.
soon, I'll freeze to death.
How are you today? Okay, we're gonna turn the ski lift back on to get attention. So... okay, so... okay, so that one gets pulled once, and then that one gets pulled once. No, wait. Okay, hold up. Did it again. Okay, so... 1, 2, 3? No. So that one only moves those two. Oh. Okay. Oh, shoot. Be pulling these at random until I find it. Pull the lever down to spin the middle. No, wait. Yep. For real, though. Yeah, we're totally gonna have to do a second chance. R.I.P. in 3, 2, 1, pretty much. Okay, so that moves these two. This moves these two, and this one moves all 3. So... there we go. That it? That's it. Okay, okay. I just had to talk my way through the whole thing.
What's going on out here? Is that you, Nancy? Come inside. It's freezing out here. What kind of a stunt was that, Missy?
I was freezing. That stunt was my version of an SOS.
Well then, what can I say except good thinking?
Yes. Okay. See, he gets nicer. Missy. Oh yeah, he's the grumpy old man. Like, this game is old enough that the grumpy old man was a child in the 1940s. It's great.
Hey there, Nancy.
We did get across the big pit. What on earth?
Why are those holes in the crest on the floor of the tower room?
I can help you, but we shouldn't talk about it now. Not here. Call me later.
We've never been able to call him. What?
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Okay, then. Yeah. Probably one of the best of the Nancy Drew games. Alright. Now, it's like 5:45. Hotchkiss will be down here around 3 in the morning. So... might need to take a nap. Which, after getting that cold, probably would like one. Can also call our friends. Fill them in. Yeah, I like the grumpy old man, personally. 3, 5, 5, 5, 2, 5, 8, 3. Okay. Come on, George.
Hello?
Hi, George.
Hey, Nancy. What's the latest?
That ventilation duct in the elevator shaft? It leads to the library.
I knew it! So you got inside?
Did the vandal do a lot of damage?
It was a mess in there, all right. The vandal even clawed a big hole in one of the walls. He or she must have been desperate to find something.
Like what?
I don't know. Before I could really investigate, Dexter came in.
Uh-oh. What did you do?
I hid back in the duct. He was looking for something, and then he left.
Well, that sounds awfully suspicious. Didn't he say he didn't want anything touched until the police came?
Right, I know.
Wow. I wonder what everyone is looking for.
Maybe one of the books in the library contains a secret code.
Or a treasure map.
Or maybe I'm too late. Maybe the vandal already found it. Whatever it was.
Apparently old Dexter doesn't think so.
Yeah, this one engages me very quickly because the bad guy vandalized the library, and that's not allowed. Alright, let's see.
Get this. I found a secret room in the library.
Secret room?
It looks like it was Ezra Wickford's study. Would you believe that Dexter Egan was Wickford's adopted son once upon a time? Until Wickford disowned him?
Why was Dexter disowned?
He was convicted of a felony, counterfeiting. I guess Wickford didn't want any more to do with him after that.
Well, that's a checkered past if I ever heard of one. Wonder what he's doing back at the castle.
Maybe he wants revenge.
Revenge on who? Wickford's dead.
It's not logical, George. It's revenge.
I do indeed take that personally. There's power in books. It's been stormy all day and the wind just went like, ooh, outside. That was distracting. Okay. Sure.
I've been doing some research on Marie Antoinette.
Find anything interesting?
Apparently, Marie Antoinette was once given an extravagant tiara with a ruby, a sapphire, an emerald, and a humongous diamond in it. But she hated it and refused to wear it.
Who ever heard of a queen who hated jewels?
What's even weirder is that before she was executed, the tiara just disappeared. Nobody has ever found it.
Maybe it's somewhere right in Wickford Castle. And that's what the vandal tore the library apart looking for.
Or it could be the old childhood luck charm Wickford mentioned in the poem. Maybe that's what you saw Dexter hunting for.
Who ever heard of a kid carrying around a bazillion-dollar tiara for good luck?
Trumpet asks, is George short for Georgiana? Yes. Yeah, according to the books, her parents had been expecting to have a boy and had not prepared a girl's name, so they had to do something on the fly. But Georgiana is way too frilly and fluffy for her, so she just goes by George. Good grief, it is aggressively storming out. Which is the perfect aesthetic for playing Nancy Drew games, as long as the power doesn't go out.
I found Ezra Wickford's secret garden. You'll never guess what Dexter's boyhood luck charm was.
A rabbit's foot?
A little green leprechaun?
Guess again. A medallion with a red stone in it. Do you think I should give it back to Dexter?
Oh yeah, like honesty is the best policy with creepy convicts?
I think George is politely trying to say that you should find out what the medallion's for before you breathe a word of it to anyone. You'll probably need it to solve this mystery.
I went back to check out Jacques' locker, and I found a pamphlet about diamonds, a letter from his fiancée, and a warning notice from immigration.
Did his fiancée sound cute in her letter?
Actually, she sounded upset. She wants him to hurry up and do something, but I'm not sure what.
Sounds like that guy is under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I hope he's not marrying her just to stay in the country.
Definitely sounded like he proposed without an engagement ring, and she's pressuring him for a big rock that he currently cannot afford.
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Good luck.
Be careful.
All right. What time is it now? Okay, 6:45. Yeah, I really think the next thing I need to do is talk to Hotchkiss. Yeah, his visa's expiring. Okay, so his travel visa's expiring in a month. So, yeah, debt is overrated. You can try calling Ned, too. 4, 3, 5, 7.
Ned Nickerson Hotline, can I help you?
Well, hello there. I sure hope you can help.
Hey Nancy, I thought it might be you. What's up?
How do you think Ezra Wickford got his hands on Marie Antoinette's red medallion?
Maybe Monsieur LeBouf took it from Marie when he captured her at Varennes. And then Wickford bought it from LeBouf's family when he bought the library.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
Bye, Ned.
Keep me posted.
Okay. Yeah, let's sleep until 3 in the morning. Usually I don't sleep until 3 in the morning, but this time we're gonna sleep until 3 in the morning so we can talk to Hotchkiss. Actually, yeah. Trumpet says, I got out of that debt racket years ago and don't plan on going back except for a mortgage at some point. Relatable. Oh. Yeah, I have a little bit left on my car, and there's the house. Okay, I'm gonna save the game again real quick, mostly because it's raining sideways. And continue.
Nancy, dear, welcome to the witching hour. Isn't it marvelous to be up and about when others are sound asleep? I find my brainwaves are at their most powerful during this time.
Gosh, I love her.
Yes, I happen to do some of my best work in the middle of the night, too. So, tell me, Professor, what is this theory you're working on?
Well, you probably know by now that I'm a scholar of French history. My specialty is Marie Antoinette. Oh, poor Marie, the most misunderstood queen of the 18th century. Marie used to visit the very tower that now belongs to this castle. I'm convinced that this place holds evidence that will forever change the way the world views Marie. But the walls have ears, so I'd rather not say any more right now. So if you're really interested, why don't you go up to my room and have a look around yourself? You've been such a great help to me, almost like an apprentice. Oh, I've always wanted an apprentice.
I'm sure you have. Trumpet says, before I got a full-time job and survived off freelance jobs, my most productive hours were 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. That sounds about like what I tend to default to if I don't make myself like sleep at night, get up in morning. Because I know that if I sleep at night and get up in the morning, I'm most productive from like 6 a.m. to like noon.
Wow, Professor, that's really generous of you. I'd love to learn more about your work, but are you sure you don't mind?
I insist. Your mind is like a ravenous monkey gobbling up every banana in its path. Oh, how can I stand in the way? Here's my extra pass key. I get back to work at 6 a.m. sharp, so just make sure you vacate the premises by 5:59. And put things back where you find them. It's all scientifically organized in there.
Okay. I guess I'll take the compliment.
What did you mean when you said Marie Antoinette was misunderstood?
Everyone thought Marie did nothing but spend France's money on jewels and fancy soap for herself, while her people were starving. History books have upheld the myth that she was just a spoiled and heartless brat, but I don't believe it.
What do you believe?
I believe that she's been the victim of vicious rumors and lazy historians for too long, and that if the real story could be told, people would realize that Marie Antoinette was actually a good woman who wanted to help her people but didn't know how.
Do you know anything about a tiara that was given to Marie Antoinette?
The infamous tiara, of course! Oh, people thought Marie had this extravagant piece commissioned for herself, and they hated her for it. But really, it was her husband, King Louis XVI, who had it made for her birthday. Oh, she didn't want it, refused to wear it, and then, a few months before the revolution broke out, the tiara disappeared.
Was it ever found?
It was never found. There were rumors that she had it destroyed, but no one has ever been able to prove this.
I found something that I think you'll be very interested in. It seems to be some kind of journal. I think it was written by Marie Antoinette herself.
What? Let me see that. This is it. I've been trying to track this down for 15 years. Where on earth did you find it?
Let's see.
Well, it's a long story, but I happened to find a way into the Queen's Tower, where I happened to find a secret compartment. I think this must be what the vandal was after.
Nancy, I must warn you. I'll wrestle you for this if I have to, and it won't be pretty.
I like her.
I'm sure physical combat won't be necessary, Professor. I'm glad to help you with your work, but I need your assistance in return. You're fluent in French, aren't you?
Absolutely. I'll get to work on it right away. I'll have the translation ready in my room for you this time tomorrow. Until then, I mustn't be disturbed.
Oh, I guess I don't get to snoop her room tonight. Whoops. I should have snooped and then come back. Okay, maybe I should load and just talk to her. Like, say the same things again. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try that again.
Nancy,
that means
dear,
saying the same things again. So if we have anything we want to talk about over top of her...
Others are sound asleep? I find my brainwaves are at their most powerful during this time.
Yes, I
Yes,
happen
I
to
don't
do some of
particularly
my
want
best
to
work
listen
in the
to the
middle of the
exact
night
same
too.
conversation
So
all
tell me,
over again.
Professor, what is this theory you're working on?
Well, you probably know by now that I'm a scholar of French history. My specialty is Marie
She really
Antoinette.
reminds me of so
Poor
many of the
Marie,
older women
the
I
most
know.
misunderstood queen of the 18th century. Marie used to visit the very
just have to
tower
sit
that
through
now
the whole
belongs
thing.
to this
Some of the
castle.
later
I'm
games have
convinced that
like
this
skip
place
dialogue
holds
options.
evidence that will forever change the way the world views
But
Marie.
This
But
one
the
was from like
walls have
2000.
ears, so I'd rather not say any more right now. Oh, if you're really
Maybe
interested,
2001.
why don't you go up to my room and have a look around yourself? You've been such a great help to me, almost like an apprentice. Oh,
That
I've
chartreuse
always
eyeshadow,
wanted an
though.
apprentice.
Wow, Professor, that's really generous of you. I'd love to learn more about your work. But are you sure you don't mind?
I insist. Your mind is like a ravenous monkey gobbling up every banana in its path. Oh, how can I stand in the way?
She's very
Here's my
colorful.
extra pass key. I get back to work at 6 a.m. sharp, so just make sure you vacate the premises by 5:59 and put things back where you find them. It's all scientifically organized in there.
What did you mean when you said Marie Antoinette was misunderstood?
Everyone thought Marie did nothing but spend France's money on jewels and fancy soap for herself, while her people were
So I need to keep
starving.
the journal to
History
myself
books have
until I'm done
upheld the
snooping
myth
in
that
her
she was
room.
just a spoiled and heartless brat, but I don't believe it.
What do you believe?
I believe that she's been the victim of vicious rumors and lazy historians for too long, and that
Meanwhile,
if
I'm
the
sitting
real
here trying
story
to
could be
identify her
told,
nail
people
polish
would
color.
realize that Marie Antoinette was actually a good woman who wanted to help her people but didn't know how.
Do you know anything about a tiara that was given to Marie Antoinette?
The infamous
Kind of looks like
tiara,
OPIs and my
of
solar clock is
course.
ticking.
Oh, people thought Marie had this extravagant piece commissioned for herself, and they hated her for it. But really, it was her husband, King Louis XVI, who had it made for her birthday. Oh, she didn't want it, refused to wear it, and then, a few months before the revolution broke out, the tiara disappeared.
What do you mean it disappeared?
It was never found. There were rumors that she had it
See you
destroyed,
soon.
but no one
After I
has
snoop in
ever
your
been
room.
able to prove this.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Alright. She's on this side, yes. Okay, 214. Alright. That's very yellow. Okay. Green bed. Alrighty. So she has an actual honest-to-goodness typewriter and all of the bones from the 50 chicken drumsticks that she had us order for her. Born November 2nd, a Scorpio like me! What a coincidence, no wonder she was so passionate. Austrian birth name, Maria Antonia, married off at 15, and she had to change her name to... She must have been frightened? It says frightened. Her favorite color was purple, like me. I wonder if she adored chicken drumsticks. Despite the elaborate hairstyles that were the fashion of the day, Marie preferred to wear her hair loose, unpowdered, and natural. Note evidence that she was unpretentious. There is no concrete evidence that she was the one who coldly declared, "Let them eat cake," in response to the news that her people were starving. Maria was immature, but not cruel. Okay, so this game was made in like 2001 or so. So that's when it is, but we're staying in a castle. It's a ski resort. There's your boots that we got.
Testing. Can anyone hear me? Hotchkiss to Earth. Come in, Earth. Oh, okay. I think we're rolling. Now, let's get a look at these hallways. So rich in detail. You'd never know this place was built in 1920. It's all so 18th C. Oh, and there's Marie. I feel so close to her, just being here. It's as if her spirit is in the air, sweet as the smell of fried chicken.
Alrighty, battery died. Okay. More chicken drumsticks. Eyelash curler. Haven't seen one of those for a minute. She really likes fried chicken. Yes, exactly. Dearest B, marvelous to receive news of your progress. I'm sure you are onto something important with the medallion and the stained glass window. But I think the significance of the medallion must go beyond the message you've seen. I've looked through my family letters, and it seems that Marie Antoinette gave her niece Helga I, my great-great-great-great-great-aunt, the medallion. She told Helga to keep it safe, as it was part of a great truth that she hoped would someday heal the wounds of France. Helga urged her to explain this great truth. This was all that Marie would divulge. The truth can seem hard and ugly at first, but eventually its hardness becomes a thing of eternal beauty. B, you must find out the meaning of this. Keep up the good work, old friend. I know you will be successful. Okay. So, the castle was built by an eccentric. Hold up, we can search. Oh! We found Jacques' medallion. Okay, so the castle was built by an eccentric in the 1920s. So there's some 1920s tech, and a lot of the aesthetic is more 18C and like pre-revolution France, and then modern tech mixed in. Let's see, if we go out and then go in again, will the battery be recharged? It's a hodgepodge, yes. It's whatever best suits the puzzle. No, stop that. Hold up. Okay. There we go. Fix it? No. There we go. That fixed it. I had an alarm that kept going off. Okay. Well, let's see if we can talk to her about anything other than the journal.
Hello, my fellow night owl. Or perhaps I should say hoot hoot. Ooh. Did you find anything of interest in my room?
I did pop in there, though interesting doesn't begin to describe the place. Would you mind if I went back another time?
Of course not. Pop in all you like, just not when I'm working.
What do you think of Lisa Ostrom?
That Leslie, yes, oh, real dynamo, but... I told Chester that I would not require any maid service during my stay. I don't know why she didn't get the message.
So Lisa was in Hotchkiss's room?
I saw a letter on your desk from your friend, the Baroness von Hunseldorf. And I'm just wondering, did the medallion she gave you have a blue stone in it by any chance?
Heavens, no! Where did you hear such a thing? My medallion had a green stone in it. Anything else would be a mere imposter, a flaming faker, do you hear me?
So the green stone medallion would be...
See you soon.
Righto!
What was stolen from her room. And that's the one that we found in the maintenance shack that Lisa pointed us out to, where we almost froze to death. Okay, let's see if it's charged yet. I'm guessing it's not. We could try. No, Probably have to come back tomorrow or something. Alright. I guess I'll go ahead and give her the journal then.
Yes, dear? I found something that I think you'll be very interested in. It seems to be some kind of journal. I think it was written by Marie Antoinette herself.
What? Let me see that. This is it. I've been trying to track this down for 15 years. Where on earth did you find it?
Well, it's a long story, but I happened to find a way into the Queen's Tower, where I happened to find a secret compartment. I think this must be what the vandal was after.
Nancy, I must warn you. I'll wrestle you for this if I have to, and it won't be pretty.
I'm sure physical combat won't be necessary, Professor. I'm glad to help you with your work, but I need your assistance in return. You're fluent in French, aren't you?
Absolutely. I'll get to work on it right away. I'll have the translation ready in my room for you this time tomorrow. Until then, I mustn't be disturbed.
Okay. So, should we go to bed? We snooped our way into the tower. We technically did not break anything. We found all the keys. Okay, so it's 6 a.m. now. So we'll just nap. Gosh, that buzzing gives me such flashbacks. Alright. See if there's anyone else we can talk to, because I'd rather not just sleep 24 hours until she's done with the translation.
Hey there, Nancy.
You said to call him about
See
those.
ya, Mr. Egan.
We don't
You're a
have a way
trooper.
to call him, do we? I mean, we can try, but I really don't think we do. Okay, we'll go back upstairs and see if we're able to call him. Or any of our friends.
This is Dexter.
Oh, okay.
It's Nancy, hoping you can help me now. But why the sudden hush-hush? Do you smell a rat?
The information you request is highly sensitive, young lady. That's top secret in case you were wondering. Now, I've been around the block a few times, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you can't be too careful. If you want answers, we do it my way, see?
Okay.
Sure thing, Mr. Egan. I just hope the phone's not bugged.
All right. Just give me the question.
What's up with those holes in the crest on the floor of the tower room?
I've always wondered that myself. Seems like something's missing from the crest. Like different objects should fit in those holes, but I don't know what. Anything else?
That's it.
I think that's it for now. Thanks, Dexter.
Okay. Hey, Luciation, welcome. I think we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. I think we could beat it before the end of the stream.
Hello, George?
And best too. What's new, Nancy?
This is so weird. I found the blue medallion from Jacques' locker in Hotchkiss's room, but she says her medallion had a green stone.
Wow, Nancy. Sounds like you need a personal medallion assistant just to keep track.
You're not kidding. But does this mean that Hotchkiss is the one who conked me over the head? Do you think I should return Jacques' medallion to him?
For now, you should keep all of your discoveries to yourself, Nancy.
Except tell us everything, of course.
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye! Bye.
Okay. Let's see. How about go downstairs and see if Jacques will talk to us yet, even though I'm not giving him his medallion back. But I've seen quite a few people online make Nancy Drew themed cookies that look like the medallions. So I keep looking at the medallions thinking, cookies sound good.
Look, keep the stupid medallion. It's yours. Look, keep the stupid medallion. It's yours.
Okay, he is so mad at me for getting knocked unconscious. What is up with that? Good grief. Alright, well...
It's locked.
Bummer. Alright. Yeah, see, I don't think we really have much left to do other than wait for her to finish the translation, so... Do we just sleep some more? Luke says he probably can't be knocked unconscious thanks to the power of his goatee. That would explain it. Lisa's not here. It's like 9.
Hey there, Nancy.
Okay. See ya, Mr.
Nothing
Egan.
more from
Goodbye.
him. Okay. So... Do we legitimately just, like, sleep until 3 in the morning? So I can't think of anything else we still need to do. And this is one of the many reasons that I love having a task list. Which game brings in the task list? I'm trying to remember. Let's save again, just in case we regret it. Okay. Yeah, just sleep until 3 in the morning, as one does. Alrighty. Don't know what else to do.
I'm so glad you stopped by. I've translated the entire journal. It's fabulous. And as an added bonus, it includes Marie's official decoder, something no one else has ever found before.
Okay.
See you soon.
Righto.
She reminds me of some of my favorite older ladies. Alright. Let myself into a room. Here, let's see if this video will play yet. Why Righto and never Lefto? Cause left is evil.
Oh, what's this? It appears to be some kind of peephole. But what, pray, does it peep upon? Shall I peep? La la, I do believe I'll peep. The beauty, the colors. So this is what Helga told me to look for. Where's my medallion? It fits! Note to self, high five Team Hotchkiss. And what's this? A message? Eureka! It says the diamond.
Okay, let's figure it out. Robert says, and let's document my creepy peeping. Obviously, because she's peeping for science. Let's see. My husband is like an impossible child. I still cannot believe Louis bought this tiara. when the French economy is in so much trouble. I told him I didn't want it. What does he expect me to do with it? I cannot wear it. The people hate me already. They call me Madame Deficit. Oof. As if the country's debt were all my fault. I wish I could sell it and return the money to France, but this would embarrass Louis publicly now. If he and I appear divided, the mob will erupt. They'll overthrow the monarchy in no time, and we will find ourselves kneeling at the guillotine. Okay, December 1788. I have thought of a plan. I will have the tiara dismantled. There's a dear old jeweler, Claude M., in a village near Rochemont, who will do it for me. I trust him with my life. Once the stones are removed, Claude will make the ruby, the emerald, and the sapphire into ornamental medallions. These I will scatter across the continent. The diamond is worth untold millions and must be returned to the French people, but not now. Not while the country is tearing itself apart. I will hide it as carefully as I would hide the key to my soul, so that it will not be discovered for generations. Someday when the medallions are brought back together and my message is decoded, the diamond will be found. But it will take an extraordinary person, and I don't believe it will happen until the wounds of this revolution have healed and history has wrought a new, more rational French order of some kind. Finally, when the people's wealth is returned to them, this diamond of misery will be restored to its magnificent beauty. Tomorrow I will have my portrait painted by the great Marcel Bonnet. I have announced that I will not wear the tiara. Louis is furious. He does not even know that the wretched crown no longer exists. I have sent the emerald medallion to Vienna to my dear cousin, the Baroness Helga von Hanseldorf, as a token of my affection. The ruby and the sapphire remain in my secret compartment where I keep this journal, but soon I will decide where to send them. My own court speaks viciously of me, and I feel terribly alone. I only hope that someday, years from now, my actions shall be better understood. If you are reading this, know that my honor shall be blue. All right, we have to write these down. Honor, blue. Courage shall be red. And your loyalty shall be green. Loyalty, green. I wish you well, weary traveler.
It looks like some sort of decoder. Each of these symbols stands for a certain word.
Okay, so let's get our decoder going here. Purple is a little asterisk thing. I'm just going to add those to the decoder I already started with the colors. Loyalty. Fleur-de-lis. It's not a bad fleur-de-lis. Queen. Raindrop. Okay, king. Looks like a Maltese cross. To spy. Very fancy looking. Some kind of feather, maybe? Okay. Guilty is like a sideways lightning bolt. To kiss. Don't know why her decoder needs kiss in it, but maybe she was writing secret fan fiction or something. Rose. That's a funky little symbol. I'm not even sure how to describe that. Okay. To escape. It looks like a comet. Heart. Terror and diamond. Diamond's a snowflake, very fancy. There we go. All right, now we have our own decoder. Oh no, there's more. Oh, fine. Okay. Honor. And it looks like a liar. Yeah. Time. Can four square knot kind of thing. Key. Crescent moon. What a manga. Ransom. Weird fish. Courage. Looks like a trivet. Okay, and let's see. Of. To hold. Okay, of. That's very fancy. That looks even more like a trivet. With. Inside is just a circle. And then beneath is really, really fancy. That's like a... I'm having trouble even figuring out like how I want to depict them. Some of the really fancy ones. Okay. It's an envelotype. That's hilarious. Okay. So, let's go check out the peephole. Oh, la vérité est toujours de dire de tout le monde. I know all the world, that's about it. Truth is something world. Okay. So, the one Hotchkiss had was green. Oh, la diamant de ma misère dans mon journal. Diamond of misery. Something about my journal. Okay, it's like this bit's kind of in the middle. So that's that, and then snowflake. Let's try Jacques. Vous reverrez la solution des dents. Something about a solution, I don't know. Crescent. Weird sideways liar thing. Drop. And then the red one. Oh, l'espoir est ce que cherchons à that like l'espoir? Is that like is that like the spirit? Hmm. Okay, so looking at our little decoder though, said I can't read the French stuff. Looking at our decoder, we've got purple rose to hold diamond key of queen. Purple rose to hold diamond key of queen. Okay. We're getting right up to the end. See, we've seen some purple roses. Purple rose to hold diamond key of queen. I think we have everything we need to solve this.
Hello there. Oh, it's so exciting about your discovery. I wonder what it will lead to.
What does l'espoir à ceux qui cherchent mean?
Let's see. Well,
Hope.
espoir is hope, and chercher is to search. Hope to those who search.
Okay.
Can you tell me what this means in English? La solution se trouve dedans.
Well, trouver is to find, and solution is just like it sounds. Solution. The solution is found within.
Can you translate this for me? Le diamant de misère dans mon journal.
Now, where the heck have I seen that phrase before? Well, anyway, it means the diamond of misery in my journal.
See you soon.
Righto.
Okay. Alright, so let's make our way into the Queen's Tower and solve this last puzzle. Alright. Have to turn off the very annoying alarm. There we go. Alright. So, somebody tried looking behind the Purple Rose painting and did not find what they were looking for, since they're still messing around with people here. Oh, now that the snow has stopped, they can probably escape soon. They just need the diamond. Okay. Alright, time for the loud puzzle again, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's make our way through here. And
It's locked.
oh, we have the key. We're good. We have to solve this thing again? Dadgummit. Oh. Oh, okay. Apparently that did it. Alright. Oh good, the stairs stayed. So... Dadgum, this room is fancy. So much gold. Alright. Is there a reason Nancy's not letting me click on that? Did I need to talk to somebody before coming in here?
Looks like a keyhole of some sorts.
Yes, but you won't let me get the key. Nancy? Alright, let's go talk to her friends and see if there's something I'm missing. That's frustrating. That means I'll have to solve the puzzle to get in here again. Dadgummit. Problem with the ones I know well is sometimes I can skip steps in the middle, and the game doesn't allow it. Okay. After 6, so Hotchkiss has gone to bed. Well, actually, she's probably gone to type. We'll call George.
Hello?
George?
And best too. What's new, Nancy?
There sure is a lot of talk about diamonds around this place.
And it's no coincidence, if you ask me.
The diamond from Maria's tiara must be hidden somewhere in that castle.
My thoughts exactly.
And you've got to find it before it falls into the wrong hands.
Betcha $5 she's already thought of that too, George.
Alright, we'll ask for hints to see if there's anything we're missing.
Ladies, I need inspiration. Brain juice. A hint.
They don't call us your trusty sidekicks for nothing.
Help. I'm a little stuck.
Translation, secret decoder.
Hello? What are you waiting for?
I already saw the decoder and found the message, so what do you expect
you
from
two.
me?
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
I did. So... Yep, she's back to her typing. She is so much more productive than I am. Okay, so... Oh my gosh, is it seriously that I didn't zoom in far enough? Okay. Yep. Yeah, so we got the message, which was what? Purple rose to hold diamond key of queen. So let's see. Yeah, the problem is it didn't let us look at the purple rose for some reason. And then they just want to know what I'm waiting for. Like, I'm waiting for it to work. I'm pretty sure we have everything we need to solve it. I'm pretty sure the others aren't peepholes, though. I think they're just decorative. Go take a look. Yeah, I can't click on the other ones. Only the ones a peephole. Alright. Let's go back to the Queen's Tower. See if we can accomplish anything there. It's We are so close. Bing, 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 bing. Okay. Oop. Oh, but we have to solve the loud puzzle again. Alrighty. Squeak. Blanky time. And oh man, does that mean we have to do that one again too? Yeah. Okay. All right, up we go. Okay. Alright, well, we can try putting these where they go. So, honor is blue, and honor is this one. Okay, courage is red, and looks like this one. And then loyalty is green, and is the fleur-de-lis.
Something's missing here.
So okay. Need to try the peephole one more time. So we'll try the peephole one more time. Maybe it'll let us stack them. One problem, even with the games that I really love, the ones that I've played quite a few times, very frequently I play it for as long as I want to immerse myself in that aesthetic, and then I stop. So I don't always remember much about how the end game works. I'll know who done it, and that's about it. It won't let me stack them. So, red, green, blue. Yeah, why is it not letting me do the last bit? Okay. Yeah, I can't reassemble them. I need the 3 pieces for the floor lock.
Hey there, Nancy.
I'm trying to get into the tower, but I can't get across that big pit.
I can help you, but we shouldn't talk about it now. Not here. Call
Don't
me
need
later.
his help
Okay,
with that, though.
see ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Because I did get through that. Okay, what on earth am I missing? That's it. I'm looking up walkthrough. I can't think of anything I'd be missing. Alright. Alright. Treasure in the Royal Tower walkthrough. Treasure in the Royal Tower walkthrough. Okay. Alright. Let's go way down to the bottom. Interesting. Okay, this says I should be able to just go ahead and look at it. So, am I just clicking on the wrong spot? It probably is that, and I'm gonna be upset with myself. Okay. Seriously, we're so close, and I just want to be able to finish. Have that satisfaction. Move on. I love this game. I've played it so many times. But I need the ending to work. Okay. Just solve all the annoying puzzles over and over again. Fine, that's my favorite way to play puzzle games. There we go. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Okay, up we go. So bright. I don't see anywhere that I can click on it. Click on that. Why can I not click on her portrait? I'm supposed to be able to just click on it and look at it, even if it's not to do anything with it. Maybe? Okay, so we'll save here. Alright, I'm gonna go to the be right back screen and reboot the game. So I'll be right back. Whoop. Be right. Okay, so I rebooted the game. It's still saying that that portrait cannot be clicked on. So I don't know what's gone wrong, but I'm very frustrated. Look at
Looks
that.
like a keyhole of some sorts.
I can do those, but I can't get the key because it won't let me click on the thing the key is in. So that's very frustrating. I don't know what to do about that. No, so this is used on this mosaic, but it's not letting me click on the mosaic. Okay, I'm gonna have to do these stupid puzzles again. I'm getting real frustrated with the access to the tower puzzles. But maybe I'll time travel back to when Hotchkiss is out of her room. And hold up. I should have taken the medallions with me. It does not, as long as they're in the right spots. Oh. Should have taken the medallions with me just in case. Maybe I'll go back to Hotchkiss's room and look at the decoder again. Oh. That's really frustrating. How did I break it that badly? I was able to beat it last time. Last time I played it, it worked. So, just gonna struggle with a busted game for a minute. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think that I might need to look at the decoder again, because Nancy should have said something. And she hasn't. Like, I decoded it, but Nancy doesn't know that. So we're gonna try that. Alright. Go back to 3 a.m. Okay. I looked at the decoder. I wrote it all down.
I think I see what the symbols in the stained glass mean now. Let's see. Purple rose, whole diamond, key of queen. But where have I seen a purple rose? And what's a diamond key?
Well, I know, Nancy. I knew like half an hour ago. right. And then back down we go again. Alrighty. Let's hope it works this time. Do the nasty clanky puzzle again. Okay. Then... Okay. Alright, so... There we go. At this point, I actually have those memorized. I know exactly which ones move which other ones. That's sad. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, finally I can click on it. Okay, this is it. Now we get to do the end of the game. Cheep, cheep. Okay. So, honor, loyalty. Okay, here we go. Click. Ooh. Oh, very fancy.
Diamond!
Woo! Will you look at that sparkly rock? And me without my sunglasses.
Hi, Lisa. How did you get in here?
I followed you, of course. Turns out a nosy, goody-two-shoes detective is good to have around after all. Now why don't you toss me that big honkin' diamond so I can blow this popsicle stand and never set foot in lame-o Wisconsin again?
Lisa, you must be kidding me. This diamond belongs in a museum in France.
Belongs in a museum.
Well, I belong in the lap of luxury, and that diamond's gonna get me there. Hasn't anybody ever told you to mind your own business?
Oh, many times.
Well, maybe this time you'll learn.
Oh dear.
My eyes!
Don't worry. My spicy devil villain venom won't last for long. But I'm afraid by the time you get your eyes back, you'll have missed my grand exit.
Are you the one who conked me on the head in the locker room?
Ouch. I bet that hurt. But I had to get the medallion somehow, didn't I? I hope we can still be friends.
Why did you leave Jacques' medallion at Hotchkiss's room? And Hotchkiss's medallion out in the shed?
To spread suspicion around, of course. You know, to play with your mind. Plus, I was at a dead end. I got the 2 messages from the stained glass window, but then what? I knew you would figure it out, so I decided to put the medallions in your hands and let you lead the way.
Here, this is the real question.
Why did you have to vandalize that beautiful library?
Just a little translation mix-up. When I read the message from Hotchkiss's medallion, I thought it meant Diamond of Misery in the library. Whoops, guess I went a little overboard looking for it in there. Anyway, enough with the questions, Nancy. You'll just have to read the rest in the papers.
I've got to stop her.
Hold up.
Ah! Help! Get me out of here! It stinks down here. It's all moldy. Darn you, Nancy Drew. You're the worst friend a diamond thief could ever have.
Good.
Dear Dad, to think I almost became friends with a diamond thief. Everyone at Wickford Castle is resting easier now that Marie Antoinette's journal and her famous diamond are safe and sound. The journal, the diamond, and the medallions are all going to be featured in a new Marie Antoinette exhibit in Paris, and it looks like everyone will be rewarded. Except Lisa, of course. First, she missed her plane to Rio, and now she's going to be charged with attempted grand theft. Professor Hotchkiss is thrilled because the French government has granted her permission to publish Marie's journal in the U.S. before it gets returned to France. This ought to help prove her theory about Marie's character once and for all. Thanks to Jacques and his great-grandfather's efforts to find the journal, the Brunet name is being celebrated all over France. In the meantime, Jacques and Isabel have eloped. It's so romantic. I showed Dexter the poem that Ezra Wickford wrote him, and he was relieved to know that his old pop didn't carry any hard feelings to his grave. All the talk shows want Dexter to tell his story on national television, but he keeps turning them down. I guess he doesn't want to be famous or infamous. But when Christy Lane called and asked Dexter to be her business partner, he accepted. With her business sense and Dexter's expert knowledge of the castle, I think they'll make a great team. So, you know what they say, Dad? Il n'est jamais trop tard de changer l'histoire. It's never too late to change history. Me, I'm determined to go out and enjoy this snow before some other case comes up. See you soon. Love, Nancy.
Okay. We made it. We barely made it, but we made it. Alright. And that is it for this stream. I'm done. I'm tired. We went way over time. So, I'll be back tomorrow. Usual time, 6 o'clock Eastern. Doing House Flipper. We'll see what I wind up flipping. There's no stream this Wednesday because I'm having dental work done. Not gonna happen. But I'm so glad y'all were able to spend this time with me. It was so good to have company for this. I do really like how you can see the games improving as they go. Like, they're really good, but you can also see those improvements. But yeah, so that's it for me. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm so glad you're able to spend this time with me. I'll be back tomorrow, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everybody.